put the link in the group chat yet? Hey, for once, I got my kid not to make my phone go dead before I get here. I'm so proud of myself. I can go live on Instagram for a little while.
That's what's up. I should have bought my dog on a cell phone stand. All right, bed. Cause it didn't even look like you could see my mouth. Pause.
Hey, 11 on point. 11 on point. Macaroni Tony. Major flavors. Hey, I got bars tonight. Y'all wanna see me flow?
I'm with
I'm just
whatever.
playing. This tonight wasn't my breakout night. I'm just playing.
Oh, we lit for real.
Check in, check in. We just gonna vibe out a little bit. You know how we do it. Kick it to J Lyric. 30 more seconds. Make sure you get a like. Make sure you get a share in. We live. Let's go. One more. Let's go. 30 seconds. Let's go.
Let's go.
Ooh, come on. Hey, we trying to figure out what we gonna name this. So if you got any ideas, drop it in the comments.
Right.
Come
How do we
on.
make y'all feel so far? Do y'all enjoy the company of Macaroni and Tony and Nisha Major of Major Flavors and Mr. J.Doug?
Come on. Never repeat yourself. Come on. Como está? I don't speak enough Spanish to do a Spanish verse, but I feel like that song need a Spanish verse.
Live and on point. Wednesday night. Liddy. Nisha Major.
Hey.
Macaroni Tony in the building.
You already know what it is.
How are y'all doing, man?
Lovely. How about you, honey? How are you?
Holding it down. Somebody phone on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't have the
Come
phone on. What the?
You can leave it on. Just turn the volume down.
All right.
Yeah, leave it. Just turn the volume.
Hey man, what's up, J.Doug? How you feeling?
Listen, man. Long week. You know what I mean? Can't get away from these bills. Can't get
Right.
away from the struggle. So
Right.
you know, I'm just in it. I'm in it to win it. Fuck it.
You know what
Come
my
on.
favorite thing to say is when people
Mhm.
be like, "What's up?" I'm like, "The bills," because they
Nut
always
go-
up.
Nothing going on but the rent. Yes.
Right. That
Oh
part.
damn! Put that up under your dating profile. Nothing going on but the rent.
That part.
Amazing. All right. I'm gonna let y'all take it away, man.
Yeah,
Do
man.
what y'all do. See what y'all got popping tonight.
Well, today we're gonna pose a question, everybody, and we want feedback. So let us know. And the question of today is, Tony, you want to take it away?
Question of the day. Question of the day.
Mm.
Is black love / marriage still attainable in today's society?
Okay.
What you think?
I mean, I don't even know. I feel like just like how you can become a celebrity and become like rich as hell, I think that's how the chances of love are, because love might be attainable here and there, but I don't think it's universal. I don't think everybody out here is going to get it.
Now, where did this question come from?
You know,
Just something that we've been thinking on our T-Word
yeah,
shit.
really.
So the question is black marriage just strictly black people?
Is black love or marriage still attainable in today's society?
Well, for me, I would apply the question to everybody, but I mean, considering that I'm more so talking to our community, but it could be posed to everybody.
Why would y'all feel like this is a good question to ask? Is there anything that y'all been seeing? Because Macaroni Tony, you're married.
Amen.
Nisha, you're not married.
That's right.
So it's two different contrasts there.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife black, right, Tony?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So why would this be brought to the table? I didn't want to let the audience know where we're going with this.
Okay. So I thought this was important to bring up because I am a single woman and my co-host is a married man, and I know a lot of people, well, some people want to be loved, some people want more, some people are dating, some people are fresh back into dating, some people are in long-term relationships and haven't gotten married. So I just want to know, like, am I the only person that thinks these things? Is love still realistic for us? You know how like time has changed from a woman being a caretaker and a man being so the provider. Women are providers now. We're straight hustlers. Sometimes we out hustle men. So it's still realistic to think that you can have the marriage and the picket fence and the kids and be happy and not be in a toxic situation, but a healthy one?
See, I think this question kind of originates for me from all the BS that's on social media. Like, everybody is a love expert. Everybody has dating advice. Everybody has their 2 cents to put in. So I'm going to put my 2 cents in.
Okay.
I feel like if you don't have a well-established track record with dating, with being in love, with showing love, shut the hell up.
Please.
Like, because a lot of y'all be talking about high value men, and you a high value man and you want a high value woman. How long have you been in a relationship for?
Right.
Anything, honestly, I feel like if you haven't been in a relationship for over a year, shut up. You know why? Because that's
too light though. A year ain't no time these days.
I'm saying at least bare minimum.
I would say 5 to be honest.
Hey,
I think that's a mature age.
I could agree there.
I agree that's a mature age.
I could agree there.
Because most people in a year, it's easy to jump ship on a motherfucker in a year.
It is. You can definitely still wear 2 faces in a year time frame.
Exactly. And it's like for me, I feel like if I can put it on my resume, then I can actually start to talk about it. So for me, if I've been in a situation for over a year, typically the honeymoon phase is over.
But see, we also have to understand that while you're saying that, we've agreed on many occasions on this show, you are not the typical black dating male. You jack your dick before emotional decisions. A lot of people don't do that. So,
hey man, we're not going back to last.
No,
week.
I'm not going back there. What I'm just saying is you're not the typical man. So for you, maybe a year is suitable because your emotional capacity seems a lot more developed versus a lot of men, their train of thought is not that developed. It's premature. So it does take a mature, reasonable amount of time, which would be 4 to 5 years minimum, I would say.
Okay. I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
I've actually, before I got married, I used to treat dating like a job.
Wow. Why do you say a job?
Because you got a 90-day probationary period. We sitting down talking every 30 days to see if we want to kind of keep going with this situation. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to waste mine. I could be out here. You could be out here finding somebody else. I could be finding somebody else.
That's such a mature dating strategy. I can honestly say myself, I've never been that, mature about the situation. We're going to roll out. I don't give a damn if I found out you're cheating. I might still be slanging and just go get me a little friend too and still be coming through the middle.
Hold on. So
I ain't never been that mature.
Here's the thing. It's a difference between dating and being in a committed relationship. So dating is actively pursuing someone. So during that 30-day period, you dating multiple people. As long as you communicating with the people that you dating, everybody on the same page.
What is the definition of communicating with the people you're dating? Do I have to let y'all know about each other? Like, what's the basis of that?
It depends on the person. For me, I would never try to fake the funk. Like, you the only one. We dating. Like,
but you do agree that, again, you're different than a lot of people. probably do approach the situation with, when you're the only one.
Here's the thing. Let's take me being different than everybody else out the equation.
Okay.
So as long as you do your thing. When we link up, we link up. When we don't, we don't. If you see me out, like you said, we not exclusive. So
I mean, it just depends on who you're dealing with. But I could understand where you're coming from.
But that goes back to clear communication.
Okay, but
so I think as long as that happens, the potential and the opportunity for finding love and potentially black love and black marriage is attainable.
Okay.
I just think a lot of people got to decipher through the noise and the BS.
Do you feel like it's attainable, Nisha?
Like I said,
how long would you consider yourself to be actually single and actually giving yourself time to go out here and date and develop? How long would you say?
Okay, if we want to be like real hard about it and serious, I would say a year.
Do you believe in no sex before marriage?
I mean, I think if that's what I felt I needed to do, I could. But at the same time, I kind of like want to try the pot before I buy it, you know?
You got to test drive that car.
Do you think if you would hold out on sex, do you think that you will find you think your black love will be easier attainable, your marriage, so to say? Will you think that'd be easier to attain?
Are you asking me, do I think it'll be easier to keep my marriage happy and successful if I don't have sex before we get married?
Yeah, I mean, would you have a better chance of developing a good and strong relationship? Just a question.
I mean, to the emotional extent, yeah, but sex is still sex, which is all physical. I mean, it's not all physical because the mental emotional account, it can make you like something more, but I mean, I still hold the physical part very accountable. So it gotta be equal for me.
Hey man, do you buy a car before driving it?
No.
Exactly. Because you could get that car got a bad transmission on it.
Right.
That car got high mileage, right. The AC don't work, the windows don't roll up.
Right.
The seat don't feel like it. Man, the seat got springs all in the back of your back.
I can't lie. I want a sample. I don't give a damn how long it is. I need a sample before that wedding day, before we consent to the consent.
Because what happens is you get married, you go on that honeymoon for you with the person for a week now. And the first night you having sex and it's bad sex. You think I'm staying on that honeymoon?
Well, see, this is the thing. This is why you don't supposed to have sex at all till you get married. Because when y'all get together and y'all both never had sex before, what's bad sex?
I mean, that's very true. You're absolutely correct. But a lot of things are supposed to be one way and they're not. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You just gotta roll.
So once you start off a certain way, you want to keep going with trying to make a wrong into a right. I don't see how that can work. Because you already got these desires. You know what I mean? A nigga gotta out fuck you more than the last nigga that did, or equal.
Hey man.
You know what I mean?
That's where them conversations come up.
So it's not that black love is unattainable, but are we putting ourselves in a situation where we can't attain love?
Well, I feel like that's not a fair question because listen, okay, you're not supposed to have sex, but it's so many people that have. And even if we started from a point where right now today everybody had to not have sex and we all had to wait 3 years minimum and we met people, whatever. Even when we have sex in 3 years, we still have past experiences that make us know and relate to what's good and bad to us. So if you get that person, just because it's some vagina and dick matching don't mean that it's actually matching, that it's working. So
I just wanted to throw that out there because I feel like, black marriage and black love can be attained, but I think we just got to do it the right way. I wouldn't say don't have sex until y'all get married. I would say, yeah, fuck it. If y'all both starting off not ever having sex before, but yeah, if you've been out here having sex, bouncing on every other pogo stick, then yeah, you're gonna have to, test that out before it is, because that just like when you go buy some weed, you want to smoke a little bit before you buy a pound. You know what I mean? Make sure what it is.
Amen.
So
I get the emotional.
Once you just go in like that, you're gonna always have to satisfy yourself.
I get the emotional part of it, but what's the difference between you without the sex? What's the difference between your partner and your best friend without the sex?
One more time.
So, for example, let's say you in a relationship. Y'all committed exclusive relationship. But y'all not having sex. What differentiates that person from, let's say, a female best friend?
A female best friend. I don't have no female best friends.
I'm just
we got a plan, and me and that person, we have a plan. We're working towards marriage. That's the understanding. That's the plan. We just not having sex. You should want to marry your best friend, right?
I never had female best friends, and if I called you my best friend, I was just trying to fuck.
That's what I'm saying. So, no, I mean, it'll be an understanding of we're communicating with each other to eventually get married. It just won't be, you know what I mean, let's fuck.
So I disagree with y'all because I don't really feel like it's attainable. Like I said, I think that in more cases than less cases, people are actually able to get married and have a union and actually grow and be in that particular union, or even if it's maybe like two marriages a person, it's a union that can fit them. But I just don't think that it's realistic for everybody. I don't even think our community really even knows how to love anymore. We don't really have love in our community anymore. We don't even understand how to get it. That's why so much of us hate on each other and why we're able to depict a person for when they fall down. I just think that, not that I'm knocking the city girls, because I love them. They're my bitches, rich. I love you, JT. What's up? But stuff like what they put into men and how men feel like we just meats and they want to run through us and damage us and shit, like all of it plays a big part.
And that goes back to when I said ciphering through the BS. Like, because everybody has an opinion on what love should be, but that goes all the way back to the infancy of your childhood and your upbringing.
Right.
Like, for example, I just told my mom the other day, I don't know what type of man I would have been if I would have never seen my parents give any type of affection to each other. Like, I would hate to see what my definition or my display of love would be if I never saw my parents hug, if I never saw my parents kiss or hold hands.
But you want to know something that's very interesting why you say that? I was the complete opposite. When I saw my mom and my dad interact anyway emotionally or like intimately, it disgusted me. It instantly enraged me. I thought it was the most nastiest thing. All I ever wanted my daddy to do was get off my mommy. Like,
don't get me wrong. I thought the same thing. Like, hey, stop touching my mama. Hey, stop touching my daddy. We getting ready to go play ball. Like,
no,
stuff like that.
I had a different approach. Like, it just was like, ew, you're the worst. Get off. Stop it. And nasty.
What I'm saying is, as I agree with you, but I would hate to see the type of man I would have become if I never would have saw that.
But what I'm saying is now, as a woman, as I've grown up and I saw that, it doesn't affect my love life, I don't think, because it was absolutely disturbing to me. I just only can see myself in the intimacy that's before me.
Well, see, we can agree to disagree. I just said that I was just saying that I would hate to see or hate to be in a household like that.
I get that. I'm saying, like, if anything, it probably was more negative for me than positive, versus it was more positive for you than negative. That's what I'm trying to share with you. Okay,
that's what's up. But if you feel any type of way, put it in the comments. We are reading comments today. But speak. Okay. Now, contrary to popular belief, I feel like men are the prize.
And where did this come from? Why do you feel like men are the prize? Let me know.
Because
what's going on over there, Tony?
And the reason why I say that is because men date who they can, have sex with who they can, but when it's time to get married, the shoe's on the other foot.
Okay.
Women marry who they can.
How do women marry who they can? You don't think we have options? You don't think women have a bigger variety when it comes to what we want to make us happy versus men?
I think that going back to all the BS that's out there, that certain men are only going to deal with a certain level of BS. And so if you're not up to that man's par, he's going to find somebody else that he can, in J.Doug's words, collaborate and cooperate with.
But wait, so are you saying that a woman doesn't have the equal opportunity to do the same thing? Because Women can shop through men just like a man can shop through a woman. So
okay,
what are you saying?
So you telling me that the same amount of women are willing to not necessarily get down on one knee, but are willing to go out, buy a ring, dress up, surprise the man, and propose.
It's happened on many occasions. There's actually been a couple of stories that went viral.
Yeah,
this year about it.
A couple.
I'm just saying, man, at this point, I just feel like women are superior. I think we're like the bomb. I think men can't function. We even got men that want to be us. Like, how raw is that? It's more men that want to be women than it is men that women that want to be
disagree. I'm a disagree.
I think
with
we superior. I think we the bomb.
No, you got plenty.
I'm a disagree.
Women
with
that trying to be men.
And
Stop
then,
it.
if anything, it's not even that we trying to be men. It's the fact that we had to carry the weight so much.
No, you physically have women putting on strap-ons trying to be men.
No, and what I'm saying is, it's not that we trying to be men. It's the women that are doing that. It's because we carry so much of the burden anyway. So we just want to relieve another woman's mind to make you feel like it's okay. And I got you, because men don't typically have women these days.
I see more studs out with women these days than I see.
I see more men that would like to be a woman than I see studs.
No, I don't see them that much. Hey, I'm not in no type of place.
Disagree. But
I do. I think women are the bomb. Think about it. When you with a woman, I don't care how successful you are as a man. I don't care how organized you are. A woman makes you better. Like, when you find like a real person, which again is not that rare, but for the people that can, it's beautiful, because a woman is like harmony. You know, like, we bend for you, we fold for you, we nourish you, we love you, we care about what you care about. Like, we're nurturing creatures. We just want to make it all better all the time. Like, we're so
all the time.
Most of the time, when you do what you're supposed to do as a woman, I'm happy. If you're ever not doing what you're supposed to do, you get a negative effect, which should make you do one or two things, which should only be one thing, and that's correct yourself, so that you can't continue to make me happy. Because when I'm happy, you're happy. That's why the saying is, happy wife, happy life.
I'm going to stop you right there. It's not happy wife, happy life.
Why is it not?
It's because in order for a relationship to be cohesive and the two people to walk together in agreement, it has to be happy spouse, happy house.
Well, I disagree with you, because again, I feel like women are superior, and I feel like we're awesome.
Whoa.
And I feel like
you feel women are superior.
Yeah, like you.
So this on the topic we talking about. If you're tuning in for right now, appreciate you get a like and sharing. Appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Guys. Come on,
make sure you get a comment in. The topic is black love / marriage still attainable in today's society? And my guy Macaroni Tony, aka Ian, he just laid something on the table. And he's saying that men is the prize.
Men are the prize.
Okay, so are the prize. So explain that. You're saying that women are superior.
Yeah, so there's no way for a man to be a prize, because even the Bible says a man that findeth a woman findeth a good thing.
Oh,
a woman is essential
now you
to
brought
life.
Out. Okay, she got scriptures. So what do you got?
She got scriptures.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But the thing about that is that how many people are actually living by those old traditional views?
It doesn't even matter how many people are abiding by it. What's law is the law, and that has been said that is a part of the law.
So
hell have no fury like a woman scorn, right? Don't play.
See, but
Eve ate that apple.
The reason why we all in this is because Eve couldn't follow directions and cooperate.
Okay, but
because of the simple fact that she couldn't cooperate and listen to the instructions that were given, even though they were given to Adam. I'm pretty sure that he disseminated the instructions down to Eve. She didn't listen, which is the reason why we in this situation that we in now.
What is the situation? Right? I'm missing that part. What's the
because the garden? If we're going back to biblical times, and essentially that's just a book. But if we go back to biblical times and the foundation of the world, we could have all been walking around here naked.
If the woman would have not sinned.
Yes.
Well, that's why we all paid the price of 1,000 sins.
I think Ian is right, because originally the man was the prize. The man was the leader. God put us in order to lead the way. Let me
pause real fast.
But we done let, and this is why the black community, they said black. I did not say black. I did not write the topic. People always like, you on black. I ain't say that. But this is one of the reasons. We said black. This is one of the reasons why black people is in the situation that they is as a community, where some people think they ain't nothing, but whatever. But they don't let the woman lead, and that's the wrong way. So,
and so the reason why the woman,
woman is not the prize.
Not saying that the woman can't lead,
I mean superior.
But or the reason why women think that they're superior is because that's the way that the government set it up to be. If we think about the crack era, the government was black people wasn't shipping no crack in. Black people don't own planes, boats, or trains. So who was getting the stuff in? The government and the constituents of the government.
So let's go back.
And the goal for that, the goal for that is we know that these people are impoverished, and the man is supposed to be the provider, the breadwinner, the hunter. So he's going to go out here, sell these crack rocks. So we're going to lock him up. We're going to give the women the benefit of, okay, you get a discounted rate on your on the place to stay. We're going to give you money for the kids that you have, as long as you have no man present in that household. That's the reason why women think that they're superior to men.
Right? No. That's a deep point. But this is what I'm saying. When we're just going back to the original question, women are superior, right? So if
somebody
we're not
superior,
they
think they superior to their husband. Somebody said, I agree with you.
I don't think.
She said, I don't. Oh, she said.
Okay. She said, I don't think that I'm superior.
If we were made from Adam's rib because Adam was alone and needed companionship, how are we not the prize? God decided to take away from you and to lessen who you were to create you something that would ultimately blossom you and again be there for you and be.
But your whole statement is contradictory.
We're always trying to sell that bullshit. They're gonna be there for you. Because we need some tangible. Hey, I'm about like with J. Lynn. We gonna need some tangibles from you women. Because y'all keep selling this soft ass like we getting a delicate flower. Please. Let's cut this out. You almost made me laugh.
He took your rib to make me.
That's funny.
I mean, how am I not the prize? Now, before we get into all this other government stuff, you might have a point, but back in the original days.
So I get what you're saying.
Let me know.
And I get the original intent. But the original intent was disobeyed from the woman's free will. They didn't follow. They didn't cooperate or collaborate.
On the part you need to focus on the part that God even said that, you know what, Adam, you need something. You missing something, my son. You know what? I'm gonna take your rib and make a woman. Even the Creator Himself said you need something extra, something to make you whole.
But the thing was,
you had all your body parts, all your bones. I'm gonna take your bone to make a woman. I'm gonna take it.
I feel you.
Come on,
I feel you.
We the prize, we superior.
And if I was a lesser man, I would be agreeing with you. But again, he took that rib. That rib went and got fruit from the tree. And how did the man get the fruit? The man didn't go get the fruit. The man was served the fruit from his rib. So essentially, the men are the prize because of the simple fact that we were tempted by a woman. If God would have never put a woman on this doggone planet, we would have never been tempted. We would have been in paradise, no bills, walking around here booty naked.
Well, you know what, Tony? That brings me to a bigger question.
Come on.
Even something to think about. So,
Okay.
Was Adam lacking? Because how could Eve even be listening to the serpent to get the fruit if Adam was doing what he was supposed to do? Because Adam, you were supposed to be the man. That's why God gave you, because you needed something more, right? So clearly he must have really been off. Maybe he needed even more than just Eve, because why was you lacking to the point where Eve could even get to the tree and get the fruit? Especially if God gave you the discernment and the message.
So essentially, Eve wasn't doing her due diligence or tending to her responsibilities if she had time to talk to a serpent.
Where was Adam at?
Adam was handling business.
Again, Eve was made as the blessing, as the fruit for Adam. So I just feel like whatever grandma did, it was on the strength of Adam not doing what he was supposed to do.
So I'm seeing that you
phone on every week, y'all.
See,
I'm sorry.
But we're gonna get to Miss Tanya Robinson's comment. It was not an apple, and an apple cannot impregnate a woman. The fruit of the tree was symbolic. Eve was tempted by the fruit that spoke sweet things to her. She chose to take of that fruit. Her eyes became open. Now, what do you know now? Who and what the fruit was? I never said an apple. I said fruit. So I appreciate the comment, but if she would have never ate the fruit, her eyes would have never been open for her to give the fruit to Adam. So we in this situation having to pay bills.
So she proves a point right there. So listen to what she says. The fruit on the tree was symbolic. Eve was tempted by the fruit that spoke sweet things to her, right? So if it wouldn't have been promising her all these benefits on her and Adam's behalf and what it would probably do, she could have never got into the fruit. But again, it spoke sweet things to her. So where was Adam? Why wasn't he guiding her? Why wasn't he? So have men always been lacking? Have men always not held up to their end of the bargain? Hold on. Things have went the way it has went. Is that why we're here today?
Here's the thing.
Let me know.
Adam said God told Adam not to eat of the fruit. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure Adam told Eve not to eat of the fruit. So do I have to tell you multiple times not to eat of the fruit in order for you to listen?
Do you not have to train a child to use the bathroom?
Do you not have to train a child? Hold on. So you saying Eve was a child?
So I'm saying if I was made from your rib and you were here first to some degree, and you're supposed to be the leader, right? The man was supposed to be the head, right? The foundation, the basis, right? So if you're meant to lead and you were the head, yeah.
So
you meant to correct.
So it's the man is the pride because he been given the role of leadership.
No,
yes?
he was.
I was finna say that.
He was originally given it. But
no. A man is still a man is not no damn dinosaur. We still here. We still got our job. What you talking about? He was giving that like men gone, and you got some type of Homo sapien here. What the fuck?
Hey, so here's the thing. Do you? As an adult, do you have to constantly be reminded not to rob a bank?
Sometimes, hell yeah, it's hard out here. Hell yeah, you got to be like, damn, if I do rob this bank, these are the consequences that I might face. But you might really contemplate these choices.
Okay, but
say shit.
Hey,
you hear me?
Shit.
I showed.
But so, for example, instructions are given. You don't have to be told not to jump off a roof, right? Instructions were given. The instruction was not to eat of the fruit, right?
So it's never been nothing in your life, Mr. Macaroni Tony. Ain't never been nothing in your life.
I was a hard-headed kid. This ain't got nothing to do with me.
Okay, I'm just saying.
This ain't got nothing to do with me. We talking about
don't act like we don't live in the flesh, honey. Don't act like we don't fall short.
See, but the thing is, we could have never fallen short if she would have never ate the fruit.
Apparently, we was because there was blood still spilled, and it wasn't because of Eve's decision. It was because of God damn it.
Well, it sounds like a woman is not the superior being or the prize. It sounds like a woman is a responsibility for a man to protect while she's here on earth, and a man supposed to be protecting the woman physically and spiritually. Man supposed to be the minister.
So here's the thing: I get what you're trying to say, but taking all the biblical history out of it, how many women do you know that are gonna go buy a ring and propose to a man?
I know one in real life, but I know all the ones that are on social media. And guess what?
That wasn't my question.
You're not wrong for what you did, okay? Because we carry a lot of weight, and sometimes the man just isn't competent enough to carry themselves. So you step up and do that, and that's you. Now I'm not that type of sister, but I don't knock you.
So again, I feel like those numbers are the ratio to women proposing to versus men proposing.
But what does that even have to do with the moral of the story?
That's the moral of the story is the man is the prize because of the simple fact you can't get married without a man.
But I just also yes you can. You don't see gay women get married. Yes you can.
Hold on. So gay women getting married, how many of them are posing or doing what a man would do in a relationship?
All of them. First of all, not every lesbian situation is a stud and a woman, or it could be just two women that consider themselves women. First of all, and there's plenty of relationships like that. Furthermore, being able to propose to a person doesn't again take away the original fact, which was we were made from your rib to make you whole. You had everything you needed within you, and God still said you need more and took your rib and made me for you. So therefore we are superior. You're supposed to do things
God
in an
said we need
adequate manner to make us happy. Okay,
no,
so, hell yeah,
you can't make nobody happy.
Yes, you.
That's your first misconception.
First of all, you're supposed to make yourself happy. We all are. That's a whole different ballgame. But after you're happy as an individual, if you mate with a person male, female, male, male, woman, however, that person is supposed to make you better. They're supposed to be like an enhancement because both of you guys are supposed to be equally happy and loving so that you can build a platform and grow from there.
See, and the reason why I feel
real quick comment, my bad, macaroni. Michelle said, "Do you consider yourself an alpha female?"
I would have to say yes, I do.
Why? What's alpha about you?
Well, first of all, I'm raising a young boy into a man. That has to be alpha.
Yeah, but what alpha about you? No, that's not alpha.
Well, okay, let me tell you why I feel like I'm an alpha. Because seriously, okay, I can just break it down like this. When you go to animals and all the creatures, all the animals have it to where their fathers eventually at some point take the baby and put the baby in like a boot camp and a training to make it hunt or survive and protect. In some cases it's women, but most cases it's men. So because of this, I now have to do this for my baby cub or my child, my baby. Mm-hmm. So with me doing this, it makes me alpha because I can't be all girly and whimsy and weak because my son see this and he mimic my energy and everything.
If a man and he weak, but he raising his kids, do that make him alpha male?
What do you mean by weak? Because how can you be weak if you're raising your children? You have to have some type of strength about yourself.
You still be a beta male and raise kids. What the?
So you mean like you talking about like a guy who's like a wimp who can get like?
No, I'm just talking about somebody who just not stable and strong within.
Then I feel like you're shortchanging your children.
Most people that have, you think everybody's an alpha just because you got a kid? What?
Oh, I don't know. I think I would hope that
No. You think everybody alpha because they raising kids?
Hey man,
no.
So that's why I'm asking you. What makes you an alpha?
Well, I just feel like because of how I look at this situation and how I carry the weight and how I set examples for my son, it makes me an alpha. Because like I'm a real hustler, I'm a real provider, I'm a real protector, I'm a real builder. I build mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I don't think a lot of people have that skill set, so I think I'm alpha because.
Have you forgiven?
Yes, actually I have. On deep situations, all the way from family drama down to a man hurting you to your core till you feel like
you get angry.
Hell yeah, I get angry.
Well, then you're not alpha.
Yes, you do. You can be just because you get an emotion, it doesn't define you. No. What defines you is how you act on that emotion. I can get angry and turn something around and make a check off of it and be straight and have so many positive things from the situation and take it and use it as a blessing. I don't have to get angry and foul out because that's not being alpha. That's being the exact opposite.
It's no way an angry black female could be an alpha. Sorry.
So
I disagree. I disagree with you.
So back, I feel like we just going to agree to disagree on that particular point.
Okay.
I feel like men are the prize. You feel like women are superior or the prize, but
we are the prize and we are superior to you. Yeah, it was 1,000 women that pulled your attention, but it
now
was
to beta males, women are superior.
Yeah.
But to alpha males, women ain't superior.
I just think you have
because
to really
if you an alpha male, you ain't gonna run across that it's not gonna be easy for you to get that again. Look at LaRaza Pippen. She was around here thinking she was hot shit when she was cheating on Scotty. But now she was like, yo, it's kind of hard for me to find somebody that's on Scotty level. Because it's hard out here for a pill. But Scotty running around with a 25-year-old something tight. You know what I mean? Whoa. Something tight, something right. Ain't slipping out, grip back.
I'm gonna let you bring up the next topic.
You know that.
Okay.
Make sure you get a like and a share. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out to Bill. Everybody who getting a comment in. Bill, The Rose Show, I see you. Michelle, appreciate you for tuning in, boo.
Thank y'all.
Tanya Robinson.
What's up?
Miss Williams, hey, appreciate that all for you too. Jay
Miss Robinson
you already know.
Was finna drop Bible verses on me.
That's my godmom. She wasn't gonna play with you. She was
at all.
She don't play. She probably other things, but the Lord ain't one of them, baby. Don't play with Tanya.
Come on.
I appreciate everybody. Make sure you get a share in. Make sure you get a like in. You can keep the comment coming. Oh, go ahead, Nisha.
Okay, so with
I'm very interested. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
The show is very interesting. You know.
With that being said, we wanted to move
somebody put in a comment. If you want to get to a comment real quick before you go to the next thing, it said alpha male won't have an alpha woman because they can't be two heads.
So you don't think Jay-Z and Beyonce are both alphas?
Beyonce can barely talk. I keep telling people that. We talking about being alpha.
You feel like that, but you don't really know what's going on for real. That's my what
Oh my God.
She might carry herself a certain way because maybe Jay-Z needs to feel a certain type of way. But in their actual household, you don't know what's happening.
Let me tell you this. She's an alpha female in the sense she's submissive to her man. See, if you ain't submissive to your man, you ain't alpha female. See, if you a woman thinking, oh, I'm doing all the work. Oh, I'm lifting up the load. I make me an alpha. No, you a woman. You supposed to be in a position where your bird is supposed to be light. So you in the wrong place as a woman. That's not alpha. You out of order.
So you don't think an alpha woman can have an alpha male and be married and happy?
No, it's no such thing as no alpha female.
How? Because if something happens,
because it don't exist. Because I just told you, an alpha female. You only alpha female if you submissive to your husband and you cooperate.
Okay, but that's not saying that you're not submissive to your husband just because you can carry weight. That doesn't say that you can't be submissive. That doesn't mean you can't be soft. That just means you know how to be strong.
But you can't be an alpha female unless you have a man that you being submissive to.
So I guess we're taking it that all these women that call themselves to be alpha females aren't alpha females because they don't have a male figure to be submissive to.
These silly women, if they were smart, they'll tighten up their game, get them a man, and put him out there on the scroll. Then you being alpha by being submissive because your man out there handling business, you handling business at home, you doing your thing, you motivating your man. That makes you alpha.
So you're saying that
if you don't got no man that motivate, if you don't got no man to motivate, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing but your reasonable service. All this, I'm taking care of my child. I pay my bill. You better pay your damn bills.
Are you gonna be on
the damn street?
Do you know how many women, how many people, not even just women, because it's men too, are in a weak state that can't do it? They'll rather go out.
But that don't make you better. I'm tired of people looking at the weakest person and talking about something. Well, that motherfucker weaker than me, so I'm alpha.
I totally disagree.
It's gonna be weak people.
If I can be a grown woman and say that I know this needs to be done because I have these things going on and these responsibilities in my life, let me get up and depend on myself and make it to where I know we can be okay because I got myself. I'm gonna make it okay for us. You're an alpha. That's
your reasonable service.
It's two people. It's too many people that say, you know what, I can't do it. I'm too lazy. I don't want to make this much. I don't want to have to live up to this and go get spouses.
But let me tell you like this: just because
they want to codepend on people, and that's fucked up.
Let me tell you like this.
I don't care what you say.
Just because you in the NBA and you say I'm Kobe, you ain't Kobe just because you made it to the NBA because you looking at everybody else that's playing at the park. You can still be sitting on a bench in the NBA and be a bum. But you still could be a bum in the NBA. You could be a pro bum.
You a bum if you got there because you know how many
here's the thing.
That's how life works.
Here's the thing.
Everywhere's bums.
There's bums on every level. There's bums on every level. For example, even with your industry, there's people that's out there that's mixologists that's not necessarily doing the same thing you doing. Does that make them a bum because you're the alpha? Right? Or does that make them an alpha because they're doing better than what the people around them?
I mean, I'm an alpha because I'm an alpha. That just makes them them.
See, you avoiding the question.
I'm not saying you're not an alpha. I'm just trying to get a real, what making you an alpha. What you doing that motherfuckers ain't.
Because
a lot of people are not strong. Don't take this for granted. Strength is a God-given blessing and something you embrace. But one thing about it, what it takes to be strong and to live up to the plate is not easy. What it takes to be disciplined, what it takes to be great, what it takes to really be of purpose in life, that's not easy. And it's so many people out here that will conform versus fight and be strong and be disciplined. Seriously.
So because you fight to be different, that makes you...
It's not about just a fight to be different. It's a fight to be disciplined, to get somewhere. You cannot, what they say, it's a song that says living young, living wild, living free, mm-hmm. right? It's another song that says living YOLO. But at the same time, if you actually live your life like that and you don't take time to plan today for tomorrow, I don't give a fuck if you're not going to be here. You still need to at least take the opportunity to plan today for tomorrow, because if you don't, you will never get anywhere. Anybody that's a millionaire did not wake up yesterday morning and hit the lick and become a millionaire. They started 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You only can be disciplined and get your brain like that if you're an alpha person. Weak people are not thinking like that.
So do you think they're millionaires that are bums?
Not really. I mean, they might conduct themselves as such because we might not see the production they do on a daily basis. But depending on how much money and how they live their life, they don't have to be productive every day.
See, so goes back to our point. There's bums on every level.
Okay, true.
Like they're in the NBA and even in the NFL. There are people that are on NFL, NBA teams that we don't know their names.
But are we? I see. But that's why I no love in the community, because these people have still made it. Whether we want to say they're at the top of the game level or not, they still made it, and they made it more than most people. So are they really bums? Are they bums because another person got so much more numbers that they get clout and pick over them? That's just like saying
but you're not
because
Kobe.
we're not in the popular crowd that we don't matter. That's a damn lie. That's not true. So, if anything, we matter more because we outnumber the people.
So do you feel like that everyone should get a participation trophy?
No.
So again, you're just proving our point that the niggas in the NBA and NFL, they're bums just because of the simple fact that the numbers don't add up. Numbers are discipline.
You asked me how I felt when you play a basketball game and it's the end of the season, it's the last game, and it's the North versus the South. Somebody has to come out a winner, right? When that teams win, not only do you get an MVP, big trophy, right? Does everybody not get a trophy?
Everybody that's on the team?
Everybody that's on that winning team gets a trophy, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so like I said, they made it more than me, you, the next person. So are they really bums?
But I don't want to put too much pressure on Nisha because she's the only woman here. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna let her go. But I do believe you is a alpha female,
and that's what we agree.
So but I just want to give you I just want to put real reasons out there, and I'm pretty sure you have them. I know you personally, so I know you doing your alpha thing.
you doing your thing.
But I just don't want to put out there because everybody claim they taking care. What's up, Wendy? Everybody claim that they're taking care of
business, but
but
that's your due diligence.
I think the proof is in the pudding. If you really handling business, it shows.
But appreciate everybody getting a comment in, and I know I see a lot of people in here agree with you. We got a lot of comments coming through. We'll get to the comments in a second.
And I want to say something to.
She said, "Ooh."
She says every man isn't a natural born leader, and that's true too. So in that sense, is it
that's
wrong?
That's true. That's not true.
Why is every man a leader?
Because that's every man is a natural born leader. Now, whether he step into his natural role, that's on him. That's like saying everybody not a son of God. So everybody is a son of God.
Is a gay man considered a leader to you?
There can be gay men.
He supposed to be leader. Yeah, yes.
No. He said every man is born a leader.
Yes.
Is a gay man. I feel like
I say every man is born to be a leader. It's if they step into their natural role.
Okay, that's the part
on them.
Okay.
Every man don't do that.
Okay, most you can admit that every man don't do
it.
Most men don't step up to their responsibility.
But everybody is in. It's just like saying every lion don't pose to hunt. Every lion pose to hunt. Right. Now whether motherfucker do it or not, that's on them. For they might have a reason or why they don't hunt. Something happened to a child why they can't hunt. But you supposed to be hunting. We ain't gonna give you a pass as a lion.
Come on.
Right.
You can talk about every lion don't pose to hunt. Nah, nigga, every lion will hunt. All right, go ahead, Nisha.
So going back into our topic for today, which is black love / marriage still attainable? Is that still realistic in today's society? We want to talk about a blended family, because going back to some of our points earlier, people are not just being celibate and being virgins from the time they're kids into marriages. So people have past, they have relationships, whatever. You come together and you decide you want to build with this person, and this person might have 3 kids, 2 kids, 1 kid, whatever the case may be. So a lot of times in more than less situations, you're taking on people's children. Mm-hmm. How is that working? Like in my case, even if, let's say I would have been with my child's dad or something, just because that's who I got a baby from, I would have been a blended family. Mm-hmm. For me, it was really hard. I can't lie. Having like a stepson really sucked. Like, he was really mean to me and he did things I didn't think a child should do because I was raised in an old school manner. So I feel like children should stay in children's places. And I didn't think he was in his place a lot of the times, and he was never corrected. So, I'm kind of grateful that I'm no longer in that situation. Like, I think if I could choose to be with a man without a child, I would, because I'm going to raise my kid and hold him accountable. And everybody doesn't do that. And that's very frustrating.
So this topic comes from, I saw a story where a man and his fiance, they have a family together. Mm-hmm. The man has a child prior to his... I sent it to you. No, that's the blended family story.
Yeah.
It says blended family in the screenshot. The man made a family with the lady or whatever. Mm-hmm. Let me know when you're ready. I'll stop. He had a daughter prior to this. Mm-hmm. Now the man and his wife, or man and his fiance and his current family, are looking for a home.
Right.
The man wants to buy a home large enough to where each child can have an individual room, including his daughter that doesn't necessarily live with him.
Oh, okay.
And that's been an area.
So the outside child doesn't live with them.
Correct.
And the outside child, well, the dad wants her to have a room.
Correct. So whenever she comes, that she feels wanted, included, and that they thought about her.
Okay, so what does the wife say about that?
The wife says it's gonna be too much money for that extra room, and she just feels like that we should be preparing for the people that live here, and the father is being considerate of his children, which I agree with wholeheartedly because of the simple fact that if I was to go out to dinner with somebody else in their family and they don't have a seat prepared for me, and I gotta share a seat with a nigga, that's gonna make me okay. I'm gone. Like he's trying to save and retain his relationship with his daughter. Like
me personally, I don't give a damn. I ain't sharing no chair. Get me another chair. It's another chair in the restaurant. Okay, or I'm taking my shit to go. Me personally,
I'm not even. Matter of fact, situations like that, I'm not even ordering from the restaurant. I'm tipping. I'm taking Kevin Gates. I'm tipping the waitress. I'm out this bad boy.
Nah, go ahead and give me a to go. Put it on his top. But anyway.
All right, J.Doug.
J.Doug going into the video.
Fiance, I'll say. And they had 3 kids together. 1 is his, 2 is her. Right? They're shopping for home. They want to have every kid to have their own room. No problem. The issue becomes he has a daughter outside of that relationship, in which he says he wants his daughter, when she visits, to have her own room. This is causing a problem because now it's turning from a 4-bedroom house into them needing a 5-bedroom house, and the fiance is complaining that they don't have the money and that your daughter doesn't really live here. So his concept to me was he doesn't ever want his daughter to feel like his home is not her home. And by her being the only one without her own room, he thinks it would make her feel like a visitor. But it's causing beef between him and his woman. So I don't know, what advice would you give him? Would you tell him to fuck the room, make sure you stand on your own 10 toes, and make sure you get your daughter a room, or however that go? But it seemed like the money is the major issue.
That's an interesting.
So now that we got this snippet, like
this man is dealing with his girlfriend, fiance, I'll say.
I'm standing 10 toes. I'm standing 10 toes by mine.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong for that. You know, like me personally, I could have understood my man. I probably would want another room just because I think I want my babies to have their own space because, you know, everybody got different personalities. Kids fight, they evil to one another. So I personally wouldn't have mine. But, I mean, a lot of women be selfish like that these days. They feel like when they get these men.
Is that an alpha female?
Possibly.
No, I'm just joking.
If she wins.
No.
Yes.
Look how she's influenced the vibe between the daughter and the father. If she's 13, she say 13?
I believe so.
That girl need her own room. And this is why I don't agree with the blended family thing. Because why would you join a family if you can't afford to have a room for what you already have? Your daughter should already have a 13-year-old room that she already have.
Exactly.
To other people, you should, if you add another family, you should be making room for the motherfuckers you adding on to what you already got. Not motherfucker trying to fit what you already got into some new shit.
Hey, man, like I'm telling you, if my wife has, or my fiance, based off of the situation, because my wife is definitely understandable, and she'll make sure that baby has a room of her own. Shout out to my wife. But if my fiance was doing what she's doing, I'm out the door. We not getting married because of the simple fact that either I'm gonna treat your kids like my kids, or we not. And in this situation, she's not treating the oldest daughter as her own.
I'm gonna just say, you don't know what the factors might be that is making her really act on that. Like, they're saying this money, but you know, what if like that baby mama play real rockhead games with the daddy?
That don't got nothing to do with that's his child. She need a room, period. That don't got what that got to do with it.
Like I said, I agree with you. I really do. But I'm just saying, like, as a woman, you don't know what it is that's really
what can I can't imagine. Can you give us a scenario that will be acceptable for this type of behavior?
I can't say it's acceptable. I could say more understandable because, like I said, I agree. No, more understandable is not acceptable. It's just that you could be like, okay, I could get this the benefit of the doubt and possibly roll with it. And the only thing that I could really say.
So we get what you're saying. What would be those terms or conditions?
I would only think like if the mom played real rockhead games and they never seen the child really. Like when I say rockhead games, I mean like, 1 week this your baby, for 2 years it's not your baby. Like you get to see her for Christmas for 30 minutes and that's it, and we don't see you again for another 3 or 4 years. Or maybe I'm gonna call on the phone for a month because I want some birthday money, but then again I don't get to see you or anything. Or if I do see you, it's for 5 minutes. Then if I got to pay on this extra strain of money or something, and this woman play these kind of games, maybe I could understand a little bit better. But I agree the woman should want to get the child their own room. I personally would have got the extra room.
If that's the case, if we don't want to spend the extra money, the two younger kids, guess what? They're closer in age. Let them share a room.
I mean, but legally, at some point, kids have to have separate rooms if they're different sex, and I don't know the sex of the kids.
So up until
you can't have kids like I don't think a little girl can be in a room with a little boy past 3 or 4 years old.
No,
actually,
yeah,
I think the age is probably like.
Is it 2 and 3 or 3 and 4?
I want to say it's like.
It's laws I want to say
it's 10 or 11.
Really can't.
Anybody that's in the comments that's legal.
My room, my sister. I used to sleep in my sister's room because I didn't like sleeping.
No,
in my
everybody
room.
has to have a bed, and the girls and the boys can't be in the same room. Like even if it's 2 boys, the 2 boys could be there, but the girl got to have her own room. That's just what the law.
Why does it matter these days? They
didn't specify.
But
at the same time,
2 boys in the room could be worse.
So
that's just the law. I didn't do it, J.Doug. That's what the law says.
Here's the thing: it can be 2 heads per room legally for the state of Florida, as far as from a housing standpoint. I don't necessarily know the age limit thing because me and my sister, we shared a room probably up until like 9 or 10.
But that was back in the day. Current America, it's like I believe it's 3 to 4. I'm pretty sure a little girl can't sleep in the room with her brother at 4 years old anymore. If for whatever reason the state had to come do an audit at your house and you got caught, you would have to take a parenting class and be in trouble for that.
Not if I own my own house.
I don't know, but
nah. Hey, if y'all know about this, drop a comment or whatever. Cause all right, let's go back before we get to the next topic. Wendy said, "I wish my daddy did that. He didn't." And I'm assuming that she's talking about the household thing. I put a little comment on the screen. You can see that one. Oh yeah, men are definitely submissive. There's a time to lead and then there's a time to follow.
Yeah, how you say her name? Her name.
I want to say Ashante. Ashante Mitchell. You good? Did I say it right?
We don't want to be Ashante your name Mitchell. She said men is submissive as well, though. I mean, a man supposed to be. I mean, we supposed to be submitting to each other, of course, but we supposed to be submitting to manly stuff, not like in a woman way.
See, but
what do you mean by not like in a woman way? I apologize to cut you off. What do you mean? Because see, there's certain situations that men have to provide standpoints on, and because they're quote unquote so hard or can't be vulnerable or have some type of emotional capacity, they fail, and then don't want to listen to a woman about it. So what do you mean by that, J.Doug? I need to know real fast. Educate me.
Well, in a woman way, it's not supposed to be all of. Oh damn, you missing both. Amazing.
Yeah, we ain't had no ice, but I made some more.
But in a woman way, it just, I don't know, it's just emotional. It's soft. A man supposed to be toughening you up, getting you ready for the real world. Supposed to be, you know what I mean? You don't supposed to be in a woman's way, and you know what I mean. You know, you married. You know the way you treat your daughter. You're not cuddling your daughter in a way that you know. I mean, you're gonna make her into like a softie, basically. Yeah. You get her. You know the balance of what you're supposed to be doing.
It's a levels to it. So I can only teach my daughter so much as far as how I would handle certain situations, like to make sure that I'm training my daughter to to tap into her femininity, her soft side. Like I tell her, I try to make accommodations, like share, try to talk out what you feeling, try to. It's okay to be upset. Tell me why you upset. Stuff like that. But from a male perspective, I can never teach her how to be a woman. So when I feel like
you don't think there's qualities that you can put in her that are womanly like or soft like that her mom can put in her, but maybe she'll receive it from you better because you're dad.
I don't know how to be a woman, so no. Like with certain things like that, I leave up to my wife. But I feel I have to disagree with J.Doug in the fact that men are to be submissive. When you get married, one of the things that my pastor said when we got married was first you should submit to God and then submit to your wife. So I'm me personally, I'm not submit if it's something going on in my house and my wife says this, I'm not going to get no other opinion from another nigga. Like just because he a man, like I'm submitting to God first. I'm bringing it to you. This is what I think we should do. And because I trust my wife, she has the womanly insight to say, hey, well, maybe we should approach it this way. So that's where I say, okay, well, maybe I didn't see it like that. And I submit it in that particular fashion of saying, okay, let's do it that way.
So let me ask you a question. How long have you been married? Thank you.
I've been married 5 years in October.
Okay, so it sounds like you guys have a pretty good communication. Let me ask you another question. For all the single women out here, because all women don't know better. You gotta like really want to do better to actually do better in life. So with that said, what was the deciding point that actually made you say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to get her a ring? Y'all excuse me, I'm shaking up our little mix here.
The deciding factor for me is that we was shooting in the gym together, for lack of a better term. We were shooting in the gym together. So what that means is, for me at the time, I wasn't driving a car with AC in it at the time. She was happy and eager to ride in the car with me because it's me.
I'm sorry, you want me to fix some more?
Additionally, she was with me during one of the stints where I was unemployed, but we were still going on dates and I was still taking care of business. So the fact of the matter is that maybe we weren't dating up to the par or up to the standard of where I was when I had a job, but she was still as eager, if not more eager, to still go out on the dates with me when I was unemployed. She seen me at my lowest when when I had a car that would break down almost every other 10 miles. I had my father still has this green Chevy truck. And anybody that knows me, y'all know this truck. It has a red hood on it. One of the doors is red, but the rest of the truck is green.
Oh, wow.
The inside of the truck,
Christmas truck, okay.
Oh yeah, Christmas truck, big Christmas truck. We can't put no L's on front of it. Big Christmas truck, okay. But like the passenger door, it didn't have like the finished inside of it. It had all the exposed stuff. She was happy to ride in the car with me like that because it was me.
So basically, in summary, you're just saying that your wife saw you on many different levels, and even when you felt like you probably wasn't at your peak or your happiest level, she saw you, she loved you, and because she loved you flawlessly, that's what made you decide, you know what, this is the girl I'm gonna go put a ring on.
Oh yeah.
So how is she able to keep that flame going for you?
Because you asking questions not like you trying to get a man. Now you asking the right question.
Okay, so boom, this is my thing with being an alpha female. Like a lot of times, I notice some of me and my alpha friends will like snap about something, right?
You ain't got no alpha friends.
I got some
told you if your girls ain't being submissive to no man, they not alpha.
Well, okay, I can say this. I can say there's women.
Is they being submissive to men?
One of them is. And that's the one who I think has one of the most hardest perspectives, like myself. So I'm gonna use her in my brain for an example, right?
Is she being submissive to her man?
Right now, yes.
Do she love her man?
Yes.
Do she come around singing her man praises?
Yes.
When she talk about her man, are she giving praise and worship service?
Sometimes.
All the time.
See
I mean, it's not that she's not praising them, but she can also cuss them out.
The thing with that is you as an alpha person, you can't do that.
Alpha person, go ahead and say you alpha man. Say you alpha man.
I know I'm an alpha man, but we talking from a female perspective at this point.
Yes.
But as an alpha female or alpha man, you're not gonna always actually speak on your significant other in the best in any light in most cases, because you don't know the niggas that's around you. Because you don't know who's actually, oh, he did this, he did what, girl, you should but secretly they plotting on that girl, man.
This is not only true, but this is why you also gotta cuss your man out sometimes. Sometimes you gotta take characteristic flaws and you gotta you might have talked about this nigga too good for 2 weeks and you're like, damn, okay, let me take all this nigga flaws and just start snapping on him and tell I'm a girl. Because I done told him
unless he did something to warrant that snapping. Just snapping randomly is not alpha.
Cardi B said, and clearly
alpha, yep.
Cardi B even said, gotta argue with him because a nigga love a what? Toxic bitch. Even Cardi B said it. Even Cardi B said it.
Hey, but
if a nigga if you mess with a nigga that like a toxic woman, that mean he like multiple women. That's most of them men.
No, he could just be women. A toxic nigga.
Hey, but again, that's not the healthy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not the healthy.
He playing word salad.
Yeah, she trying to get you with the word play. But that's not the relationship that you want though.
Yeah. I mean, nobody who wants the perfect love story anyway, like Beyonce said. Everybody has their own love story. But you can't say because me and my spouse are toxic people or we need toxicity that our love story isn't an achievable or good love story, because it's fucked up people out here who are naturally toxic.
But the thing is so you telling me you want somebody toxic?
If I'm toxic, yeah, I want somebody toxic.
So are you toxic?
Maybe to some degree.
That's not alpha.
All right, you got Ashante. She said we are created to be married, then have children. So unfortunately, women wind up single moms. So you have to raise your child.
Okay, so Lakeisha said no. Cardi B is wrong. Men do not like toxic women. So any men looking at this right now, let me know. Do you like a woman that's
we 2 men in here right now telling you.
No.
Okay, and I got one married and J.Doug, you single, right? So no toxic.
Because I'm gonna tell you.
What is your you think you want some? Listen, man, you get a toxic woman, man, that can lead to violence. Look at Blueface.
Man. So I'm gonna tell you, like, if I can avoid an argument, I'm gonna do that at all costs. Unless it's something serious that I gotta stand 10 toes down. Like, oh, I don't like the towels folded this way. I don't like the pillows on the couch that way. Okay, show me how you want it. That's fine, because that don't matter to me. Mm-hmm. It's not a big enough a point for me to be, I gotta have my towels folded this way and coming out of the oven with my drawers and socks. All that gotta be hot. Right. I'm not that.
Right.
If it's minuscule, minute, I'm not arguing about it.
Right.
Okay, sure. Show me how you want it done. Because it don't matter.
Right.
As long as it's getting done, or not necessarily getting done by her, but as long as I can do it to where she's not being toxic about it or being argumentative about it, cool.
In that sense, I'm not toxic. I would say I'm toxic as far as like
snapping on your nigga at random.
Yeah. How you know that? How you know
that? You just said it.
Oh my God. Seriously. So I'm that kind of toxic. Like I'm a Libra. Like seriously. I think I'm more like a real Libra because, it's always going up and down. But if I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, I might just snap. I'll apologize and try to make up for it. Mm-mm. But you might just
ain't no apology.
Reel myself back in because.
Why? You do that on purpose?
No, it's just sometimes it's nice to be mean. Like,
no, it's not nice to be mean.
For me as a woman, sometimes I'm so like hormonally imbalanced. Like, I want to wake up. I've had to actually work on that as a mom because I be wanting to just snap. But with a man, it's much different because it's like you don't have no restraint.
Don't understand that.
So here's the crazy part about it is that you, like you said, that might be your toxic trait. Mm-hmm. But what if your dude woke up one morning on the wrong side of the bed and just snapped?
That's what I'm saying. That
then I would be a victim.
That toxicity leads to men getting toxic,
so
and getting violent.
The thing about it is what, and I'm not perfect at this, but before you speak to anybody, make sure that you're okay. Because
here you go. This always take a self-reflector first.
No, honestly,
I don't take self-reflectors all the time, Tony.
Honestly,
I don't care who knows it.
Honestly, and I gotta do better at this because of the simple fact that sometimes, yes, I wake up late, I rush, and then I can always tell when I haven't taken that time out for myself. Because what most people are supposed to do, wake up before touching that phone, take a couple minutes, take it to yourself. How am I feeling today? Like, Check in with yourself. Get in the mirror. Do I feel like I'm on one today? Why am I not feeling that way?
Everybody listening, that's something I strongly encourage for us as a community. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Wake up, check on yourself. But for right now, for the people that are much like myself, who are getting up, got to take the baby to school, got to
You see how she said, but so that negated everything that she just said.
If all that makes you moody and stuff, taking the kids to school, getting up, going to work, that's why you're not alpha. Because if you was alpha and that's all you had to do, you was in a submissive role up under a man, all that stuff would be a pleasure. You would be happy to do that. Yes, it would.
No,
see, you can't even fathom that type of lifestyle.
No,
right now.
I've been in a relationship where I've had to get up and do the exact same thing.
But I'm talking about an amazing one.
So
okay, well, I haven't had it with an amazing relationship.
There you go.
But I'm not a morning person, so
I'm not either.
Every time I get up, I got an attitude. I ain't gonna lie. I know for a fact I'm gonna have attitude for like at least 6 or 7 minutes when I first wake up.
I'm not a morning person either. I'm a night owl. So what I typically tend to do, and when I can do it, and I'm not rushing or whatever, is I take a couple minutes. I got playlists for every occasion.
What are you doing on the days that you don't have this time?
The days that I don't have that time?
Yeah. What do you do with the aggression? Where does it go?
You
jack your dick?
Before I make an emotional decision, yes. But no, I have a playlist that gets me right back to center. Like because so I have to ride to work. I have to have some type of time before I get to where I'm going and have to interact with people. I have to have some type of time. And even my daughter, she'll be like, you gonna play, let's play such and such. Let's play this. She knows lyrics to like my playlist.
For me, it's coffee. I'm just gonna be flat out with you. When I'm in one of those grumpy moods, let me just go get me a cup of warm vanilla coffee. Oh my god!
So I'm assuming you got one of them coffee makers that's preset for every.
No,
morning?
I got Dunkin' about 5 minutes from the crib.
So a lot can happen in 5 minutes. You need to invest in the Keurig. Takes 2 minutes.
I'm a Dunkin', I can't lie to you.
Dunkin' actually has Keurigs.
Yeah, I get me some Dunkin', boy, and I just breathe it out after that. Sometimes I might have to, smoke,
but we got to do better. We got to do better, including myself, on taking that time to make sure we're okay.
Okay, I totally concur with that because, again, it's something about what you're supposed to do and what you do.
And that goes into our next point is the differences between kids nowadays and parenting nowadays.
Hey, before we get to that, let's do a couple comments because people done took out the time. Type, so we do want to get to it.
Okay, let's see. I want to do the first one. Is that okay, Tony?
Do your thing.
Okay, so Ashanti says, L. Sensor Baker, I'm not saying they aren't out there. I'm saying I'm sure the numbers are low because this is a new thing. Single moms created this team in no shade because I'm one, but like I said on our panel, get caught on all time. What's happening? What did we miss something?
Like I said on our panel, are you talking about a podcast, Ashanti?
Yeah.
On our panel pod, get caught up on titles. Oh, she was on the last night. Is that her?
No.
Okay.
Ashanti, no. You say I'm not saying they are out there. I'm saying that I'm sure the numbers are low because there's new things. Single mom created this term.
Oh, you talking about the alpha female?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, she said she have her own pod. All right, yeah. Put us on your podcast. Put a link.
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely support. And then Lakeisha says, "I've been married 21 years. I'm not arguing."
Dang, Lakeisha.
Disrespecting my husband. I like my peace in my household.
Lakeisha said, "Put some respect on her name."
Period.
Especially,
congratulations.
A lot of men when they young, they like that toxicity because it's good. Because anger and aggression fuels your sexual
sexual
drive,
tension, that sexual
drive.
Flame.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's crazy because I used to love, and I apologize for anybody that knows me during that time. I used to love hood rats. I used to love that junk. But as I got as I got older, I was like, am I really gonna be able to take you to the company picnic? Am I really gonna be able to trust you with raising my kid? Am I gonna be able to trust you with my wallet while I'm asleep?
Right.
Yeah, I had some bad choices back in the day. I wasn't always perfect, but I mean, now.
I do like peace. Don't ever confuse that. I definitely like peace, but I'm just saying, as a woman and being the person that I am, some days I wake up and I'm just like a pit bull, I be feeling like I need to be mean, you know. And I guess that I need a partner that would be able to deal with me on those days, because I definitely have my days where I want you to be a pincushion. I just want to stab at you, and let me stab at you, because at least I'm not going out in the world and taking that anger and ending up in jail or something. At least I can come back home to you, and we have more happy days than not happy days. But some days I'm just bipolar and I'm like a pit bull.
So
I'm just being honest.
So with that being said, you would be willing to do the same for your spouse?
If he talked to me how I would talk to him and was open with me about his feelings, yes. But at the same time, I don't know how he would exercise his rights. I'm just saying, because my pincushion would be like maybe just attacking you verbally. I would never like physically assault you or disrespect you or something like that.
Sometimes verbal assault is worse than physical assault.
I mean, but I'm like a ranker and stuff. I don't know about everybody else. I'm just talking about me. I'm like a ranker, and I'm like a bash you for something you did wrong.
You rank on your. I'm like that too. But a lot of people don't like that. I grew up.
The question was, whatever energy you put out, would you be willing to accept from your spouse?
Yes, because I would never put out something that he wouldn't be able to pull himself back from, especially knowing that that's something I struggle with. You know what I'm saying?
What's up.
But yeah, just I would never be like, oh yeah, let me hit you with a car. Deal with that shit, and don't try to hit me with a car if you having a bad day.
Hey man,
you would never do that.
You try to hit me with a car, we gone.
Well, I had a couple actions.
We gone.
Beep beep.
All right. So
somebody said they disagree with one of the points. They say Ella, Miss Baker, she said alpha women don't use influence to make poor decisions. Ashante say we have blended families, and when my bonus son came to us, spur of the moment, so we had to make it work.
Oh, you putting the comments on the screen. I'm looking at
Well, Ashanti, I definitely think you're an alpha female, because again, it's one thing when your spouse or your partner has a child and that child lives at home and you just got to deal with it every blue moon, versus when you have to fully take on another child. That's a lot. Kids are cruel, not just to other children, but to adults too. They act in certain manners. They deal with, this not my mama, this not my daddy. You know, like all kind of things can come out of them, and it's not easy. Trust me, I had a clip of it, and I was like, "Nigga, you want to square up?" But I ain't square with a little nigga. But
you know how I knew Ashante was an alpha female?
So you an alpha? Shout out to you, girl.
You want to know how I knew she was an alpha female? From the way that her name is spelled. Her parents intended for her to be an alpha female, and then her profile picture with the bun to the side.
It's the glasses for me,
and the glasses.
It's the glasses for me. The glasses let me know you don't.
And they not black. They like orange, so that you were
like
trying
fuchsia. I'm getting fuchsia.
And Wendy in the comments, she said, I'm glad y'all talking about this. I'm talking about daddy issues on Friday. Salute to Wendy. Make sure you tune in to Wendy's show Friday.
You know what, Wendy? I'm the perfect person to bring
shameless plug
for these daddy issues.
Oh, yeah.
Girl.
Is your mama still coming up? Wendy will be live. Here you go, Wendy.
And shout out again to all those people who hate my guts, but is sitting in a quiet place listening to my show. You are obsessed and sick.
So that's Wendy's show, Grown as Fuck, will be live. I don't know if she bringing her mom on, but she was supposed to. So, that'll be interesting to see.
Yes, most definitely. Shout out to Wendy.
Miss Baker say clearly, she said clearly he has a good relationship with his daughter. He wants her to feel included. Yeah, I don't know why she would mess that up.
Like I don't feel like there's no reason why there would be any exclusion in that particular manner, because of the simple fact that daughter grows up. And let's say she's the next Serena Williams without her father. Guess what? You out of gas.
Yeah. Not even that. Like, she could turn 18 and want to come live with dad. So I think, Mom, you're wrong. I do think you guys should get the house together. But some things could make me understand her point of view more. I can see it from both points. But me, I would definitely submit and get the extra room.
And Ashanti said she's hollering right now.
I don't consider
she said she's not no alpha female.
But I'm more like a woman on her ish.
Well, I mean, Ashanti, I'm a woman on my ish, but it is what it is. When you're alpha, you're alpha.
She said, I came in my marriage as a single mom. Okay, like I got this, but over time, I had to learn to sit back and let him lead 8 years of marriage. That's how you do it.
Come on.
That's how you do it.
Congratulations on the 8.
And she came in as a single mother. So this answering your question, you got to let the alpha female thing go. You got to get submissive.
You can only submissive to something worth submitting to.
But I'm just saying, when you find that thing, right now you don't got nothing submissive to.
Okay, yeah, when I have it, I definitely
get you a mindset.
But you don't get it.
When you get there, which you have to go in, where you have to drop the alpha female, I'm doing everything by myself. Don't hold on to that.
I don't.
That's
I think
a false
I will.
illusion.
I think I will be able to drop it because
that, and then you pick up a real alpha female. Because this woman right here, she doing her alpha thing. People call her alpha, but she says she not alpha. She just doing what she to do the right thing.
It's and like, I respect that because I was raised by a real alpha male. Shout out to my uncle, Mr. Robertson. But I when I find a man that's worth submitting to, I think I will gladly submit because I want to be a woman.
And it's like T. Nicole said on last night's show. Mm-hmm. You don't have to call yourself that to know that you're doing that.
Right. I don't call myself alpha female, but titles
titles are really irrelevant. Like when you actually walking and talking that stuff, niggas know.
You know what it is. And Wendy got a comment up there.
I got you.
Get in there. And also we got the link if anybody want to chime in. Anybody is really really passionate about the topic that we put on the table here. The link is in the comment section. You can click that link.
So Wendy's comment. Wendy comments said, from a dad standpoint, I get it. As a mom, a former wife of 10 years, if we can afford it, then we got to compromise and the kids going to share a room or turn a garage or office and some an unimportant space if I can learn how to read today, these drinks hitting into a room.
Thank you.
It might be that too, but when it's not no periods and no stop point, you got to really sentences and shit. So don't worry about it, man. People know. I can't read. It's fine.
Miss Baker says, I'm an alpha, but I'm ready to let a man lead. Ain't nothing cross my path for submitting to. And I feel you, Miss Baker. And like I said, it's even when you get that man, you don't have to be an alpha as much, but don't never take away that you can still lead because if your man falls or anything and you have to be in control, it's okay to let that alpha come out.
That's another wrong concept. There's no such thing as a man falling. Even if a man crawling, he's still leading. He's still the lead.
If you in a coma, you can't lead me.
No, huh?
If you in a coma, you can't lead me. If you stuck in a depressional rate because you done got into a car wreck and your body messed up, you can't lead me.
That's a lie. Because when I lay this game down, it leads you from the grave. True game and true pimping follow you for the rest of your days. These instructions I give is for life.
It's the fact that we was thinking the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, you know what? Okay. So what I can say is this: if a man has already gotten so in tune with his woman to where he's agreed and laid a base foundation of agreements and philosophies for
instructions
for their
get it
family,
right,
and she can adhere to it and it go with whatever she now knows.
Not what she now knows.
The thing about it is the thing about.
No, you ain't talking about no pimping. We ain't talking about no pimping.
The thing about it is that every family or every household should have a rule of set guidelines and parameters. Like a lot of the stuff is unknown or unwritten, but like once you and your spouse figure out what those unwritten or rules are, then you unintentionally follow them.
Okay, I can go for that.
Yeah,
I can go for that because it's the meeting of the minds. It's the compromising for two to become one.
It's the collaboration and cooperation.
That J.Doug on them.
Exactly, and I'm because he's not on the camera. I'm gonna just continue to use.
Hit it one more time. What is it for the people?
It's the collaboration and cooperation. It's the submissiveness to one another that helps us move the gear forward. These drinks are definitely hitting.
Straight game. Nah, and I can put a church on that.
Hey, y'all, sidebar real fast tonight. We are drinking City Boy Punch. It has tequila. I'm using Jose Cuervo, Hennessy, or brandy. A little bit of sugar, lime, pineapple, cranberry, Hennessy Sprite.
This that old got me on the City Boy with it. City Boy with it. Not the new City Boy.
Y'all check it out.
And now, Nisha, you have set it up to where if you bring a regular can of Sprite that's not deformed, it's gonna be a problem.
She leave them bitches in the car all day, make sure they bust. That's her secret ingredients. I let the can sit in the hot sun, and right before that motherfucker bust, I take it out, and that's how I know it's ready to go and ready to mix.
Come on,
nobody ain't doing
that.
I'm strategic with this mixology.
You drive by her house, she got a whole bunch of cans on the sidewalk on the bullshit.
Yeah.
Now they hanging on the what's it called? The window ladder. No.
Oh damn, she got them bitch hanging out the window sill.
Yeah, they're on the window sill. Amazing. That's what it is.
Ashante said, "What I'm telling y'all isn't easy just to give it up. My husband, a Marine who leads thousands of Marines, so he can clearly he can with no problem, but being used to do it on my own, I couldn't just let him do it. It takes time. That's all we saying.
Yes.
Just collaboration and cooperation.
It definitely takes time, but that time is everything. And again, shout out to you. God bless y'all. Continue to give y'all many more happy years where y'all can be cohesive and mesh together. But it's not easy. A lot of women actually don't know how to be women, especially when you've had to take the alpha role. You don't know how to be gentle. You don't know how to take that wall down, how to become softer and vulnerable. And also, some unfortunately guys don't know how to lead. And in more cases than less, you end up with situations where you have two non-leaders trying to come together, and you just end up in a lot of black holes. So we just want to educate and prepare our community so that we can get more leaders born.
See, so
this is another reason why it's not attainable. Back to the original question, is every blue moon, in my opinion.
So what you're saying is people got to take the time out and do the self work first, the shadow work, before they try to date.
Right, because a lot of people unfortunately lack self-esteem, confidence, critical thinking, reasonable thinking, sound logic. And because you lack those basic skills and necessities within yourself, and you can't make those same reasonable choices for yourself, you do not know how to lead. The blind cannot lead the blind. I do believe that you need to be blind once before in order to be able to lead the blind, but you cannot be walking around with a blindfold talking about leading a whole bunch of other blindfolded people out the dark.
So, fellas, if you have a problem making sound decisions when it comes to females,
or yourself, even yourself,
no, you messing up the sauce. Let
My
me
bad.
finish.
Okay.
If you have a problem making sound decisions and judgments when it comes to intimate situations with yourself and a female, take a page from Tony. Go knock one out real quick.
Now you know what.
Do not want me out. Don't try to make it sound
cool.
Go
knock one out.
Try to make it sound cool. Go knock one out.
Go knock one out.
AKA what? Go jack that dick.
Go
knock one out. Go jack your meat before you make that decision.
Dry dick jack or keep some lotion in your pocket or what you do?
Hey man,
just to keep us updated.
You know they have pocket pussy available. Shout out to anybody who's interested in pocket pussy.
Hey.
Go online and
however you wish to do it.
They owe Bernie Mac money for pussy in the can now.
Come on.
You think so?
Yes.
They say in the comments they need the recipe, so you got to work on a book.
Oh yeah, and y'all see Nisha, her logo is at the bottom of the screen. Major flavors right there. And,
that mean I got to get a logo now to be on the opposite side, but it's cool.
Yeah, get a logo, man.
Okay, City Boy Punch again is just brandy tequila. You don't have to use Jose or Hennessy. It is a combination of 2 shots of brandy, 2 shots of tequila. You want to do a half a shot of sugar, a shot of lime juice.
Hold on. You give it. I just set you up. You got to get a book.
Okay, cool. But we asking for it in the comments. I want y'all to be able to drink with me. Go ahead and drink it. Let's finish this out.
You have to put it in the comments since you want to write it out.
Oh yeah, you should type out.
Come on.
You should type out before y'all come to drink of the day.
Come on.
Put it in the comment, but yeah,
we working on being sharp and effective around here.
Okay, get me together.
Come
on.
A
shot of cranberry, shot of pineapple, shot and a half of Sprite. Mix that thing up good. Get you some ice and relax, because it's gonna have you feeling good.
Definitely. So we got to the drink comment. Facts. Some of our parents did a number on us. We need to heal for real. On God.
Yeah,
I like how you was a poet and didn't.
That brings us into our next topic.
Come on.
The differences in kids today and the parenting. So can you show the clip for us, J.Doug? We're gonna show y'all a clip of some back in the day parenting and some new parenting. And I want to know, what are you for? Because I think I kind of already let y'all know how I feel, but I'm gonna reiterate it for you later on.
Hey man, it's crazy out here.
Yeah, these children is something.
Yeah,
the fuck else.
Did y'all? I know you sent me, but I think you sent it to my other one. You sent it to this new one.
I believe so. Let me go back and check.
Yeah, send it to the other one. Cause
I didn't. My bad.
Yeah, send it to that one.
My dog got a couple different pages.
Yeah, I got a.
I
got one for the host scroll.
Hey man, when you can't remember your passcodes and stuff.
Yeah, but salute to everybody that done tuned in and got a like in. Toya Robinson, appreciate that. Brew J Lyric, appreciate it. Broski, I won't call you Boo, but wrong thing. This slip over the tongue. Lakeisha, appreciate that. Wendy, we see everybody that got a like in. Edo Nelson, I see you play DJ Rashawn. Let's get it in. You already know. Live and on point. Make sure you get your bookings right.
You should have that.
All right, we coming in here. All right, here we go. All right. Oh yeah, here we go. And I don't like this video, but this is This is something I think is good that y'all brought to the table here. Very interesting.
Come on. We couldn't say fart in our day, but these kids got loose lips. Boy, I remember getting my behind tore out the frame for saying fart.
So this is a video. It's showing you.
This is showing you the difference between. It's showing you the difference between kids back in the day and kids nowadays.
And then the sad part is you got some grown, silly motherfucker back in the background talking about something. Okay.
That part.
So it's the adults that's pushing the dumb shit.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh. So what you think? What you think about that?
Me personally, not this particular situation, but I am infuriated. Those little girls should definitely be corrected. But this is what I'm talking about. Even back to what we were saying a couple weeks ago.
I'm gonna play it one more time because the sound was off.
Okay.
One more time. They seen the video, but the sound was off.
Let's get the rub of the hot dog. Put it.
Okay.
I thought some okay.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, but I would be.
No, I'm infuriated though because seriously, me, I'm not with that. I don't give a damn if it is jam in secret on the bus or some shit when ain't nobody around. But all that being mannish and shit, I don't think it's cool for little boys or little girls. I believe a child should stay in a child's place. It is too hard to be an adult. You got to deal with relationships, bills, responsibilities, raising that little person. And you around here trying to act off the chain and grow up faster than your time. You only got 17 years in this motherfucker to be a child, okay? And out them 17 years, only about 13 of them is when you actually adhering and listening for real. So sit your ass down, be a child. Parents, stop trying to be your children's friend and whoop ass. Fuck all that. Whoop their ass.
I don't agree with whooping no ass.
Well, teach them mentally and emotionally.
But I feel like if you raising your kid right from the start, you shouldn't have to whoop no ass.
But honestly, I do think that whoopings are necessary. Not everything requires a whooping, but especially like from 3 to 10, you should be whooping a child.
You know why you think whooping is necessary?
Let me guess, slavery.
No, because there's no man in the house.
Oh well, maybe.
Well, I will say from being in a 2-parent household that sometimes my dad had to get with me, dog, for real. Like at times I just got being a kid thinking my dad was gone at times because he's a merchant marine and merchant marines have crazy schedules. Just thinking when my dad's gone, you the man of the house, make sure you take care of your mom and your sister. Sometimes I got out of control. So yeah, I feel like sometimes it is time to wax that ass.
Yes, I do. Because a lot of kids, in my opinion, I don't know if this is like a today thing or if this is something we did back in the day and I just don't notice it. But a lot of kids love to try to play like they don't know what the fuck going on. But be the main one outside, know every damn thing, know how to teach the next person do the wrong thing, all kind of foolishness, but you want to act lost in the sauce. No, whip these children ass. Teach these children. Again, everything does not need a whooping, and you need to learn when to whoop and when to actually structure the child mentally and emotionally. But all of it. When I say whoop their ass, I'm really referring to whatever it takes to have your child on point. You feel me? Because these kids out of fucking control. That's why we burying our babies so much today. Ain't no damn parents. Stop being friends.
Here's one of the things that I got going. Like literally, I tell my daughter at least 3 times before I start to get in a area where I have to give correction. So my daughter knows that there's a closet with my shoes in it that she's not supposed to touch. 3 times I've told her prior to me having to start correction that, hey, you're not supposed to touch this. So when she goes to touch it, do you know you're not supposed to touch that? If she says yes, okay, that's strike 1. She does it again, that's strike 2. With this baseball in my house, strike 3, it's time to wax that ass.
See, for me, it's different. Like 3rd strike, you already out in baseball. So in my house, it's 2 or the count of 5. And I better not even make it to 2. I better say 5, 4, 3. I really shouldn't even have to say 3. But if I get to 3, you better know I mean business and my son get it together. But also, if I tell you something 2 times, I'm going to speak to you real nice about it. The 3rd time, I'm snapping because I shouldn't have to talk to you 3 times about one thing.
And so here's my logic. And the reason why I say that there needs to be some type of correction or some type of corrective action is because if you raise your kid and they don't necessarily know that there's going to be a punishment for their actions, that's why we have kids out here doing whatever they want because they think there's no punishment. And then when they get in front of a police officer or a judge and they throwing a book at them, they're like, they're all in shock.
So I'm gonna throw this at y'all real quick because I've been talking about this all week, starting from Wendy's show, and I've been thinking this since. If the law say you got a kid, right? A kid fresh on earth, he make a mistake, he fucking up, he doing something, he acting out of control, he think he the man of the house, whatever. You know what I mean? He don't know what he's doing, he's learning. All right, you beat his ass for something that he don't know. But the law say you can't put your hands on really nobody, not even a woman in a domestic situation, and they could be getting their ass beat for something they know they did wrong. So why would you be, if you don't supposed to be beating no woman for something she know she did wrong, why would you beat a child for something that they don't know? And we all learn it. And I'm gonna put another point out there too. I feel like we should be treating our children how we want to be treated when we get old and we can't do nothing for ourselves. Now, if you want your child beating your ass when you get old, when he got to tell your slow ass something 2-3 times, then go. So be it.
So,
but kids grow into adults. I think that's what we don't take into accountability.
I apologize, and I don't mean to sound insulting, but I'm gonna just tell you how I feel. So how you just broke that down is the reason why kids think they can manipulate everything now, and why they don't feel like they have to be held accountable and everything's up for fucking debate. No, I'm so sorry, but I do think a lot of old school regimens need to be brought back. Children need to get their mind matured to even be in a position where they can decide they want to make right and wrong decisions, and they could argue stuff like that. Like, mold their little minds first.
So
mold their minds first. You learn, teach a child when to learn and when to speak, because the child should be, again, a child is only a child for a few years. So all that's foolishness. If you talk to a child and a lot of times, again, kids know what the fuck they be doing. Kids are not just running around this bitch dumb and lost and just doing shit. I'm not whooping your ass because you don't know it, because I'm whooping my ass for you not knowing it. Then once I know you know it and you can't adhere to it, then that's when you get your ass whooped, because I know you know it.
So here's the thing. I agree with some of the old school teachings. I also disagree with some of the old school teachings. So I treat, and my wife can attest to this, I treat my daughter as if she's a young adult, which is the reason why I give her that grace, which is the 3-strike rule, because that's what the law is going to give you. They're going to give you 3 strikes and they're going to throw you in jail. That 3rd strike is when it's time to pay the piper. So yes, it is something that you would want to inform your child of, as far as educating on how to do something before you get to the 3-strike rule. So for me, I'm treating them how I would want to be treated, but I'm also treating them how the government would treat them if they were a full-grown adult. So yeah, I feel comfortable with the upbringing of my daughter, to where I know if I'm old, we good.
Well, I base my teachings off of me. So for me, I was not forced to become a mentally and emotionally adult until I was 26 years old. Before then, I was basically able to be a child adult. Like, I was grown on paper and with numbers, but in realistic term, I was like 18, 17, thugging out here and doing whatever I want to do. And my mom was always fixing my situations. So when I think about my child and his upbringing, I think about how I want him to be able to make sound, reasonable choices as a man, a good man, a God-fearing man, sooner than later, without me having to step in and direct for him.
Oh, yeah.
So with that being my train of thinking, I hold him accountable for his age and his circumstances, right? And my child is very smart. My child started walking at 6 months old. My son could sing his ABCs at 1 and then stop. It was crazy. But anyway, the point about life is, because I know that he has this certain level of intellect, I'm not gonna allow you to shortchange me or yourself and think that you can get away with it. Whether it's me having to whoop your ass, me take something from you, or me put you in a situation to where you need to learn that you have to do better.
See, and like, I was raised in a Christian household to where we couldn't listen to secular music. we couldn't use certain words. I couldn't say fart. I couldn't
That's
say.
how everybody raised back then.
Yeah.
Not me. I wasn't. I'm 29
So-
and my mom did not raise me like that. I watched Harry Potter. I could say fart or whatever.
So here's the thing.
You could say fart, but you was we ain't go that far where you couldn't say fart.
No, like legitimately, if
you couldn't say fart,
if I said fart, I'll get the eye. Like, oh, my bad, pass gas. I'm sorry, my bad, pass gas. So
do you say fart now?
I say both.
Ooh,
but no, because I have a daughter.
Traumatized.
Because I have a daughter. Because I have a daughter.
Say fart.
I know. I say pass gas.
You've been traumatized.
Hey,
you've been traumatized.
Traumatized or not, but I feel like pass gas is a more feminine way of saying it.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you.
I wouldn't want her.
I'm with you now.
I wouldn't want her to grow up and then be like in school.
Yourself,
I farted.
brother.
No,
excuse
me. I passed gas.
That makes sense.
Hey, last Taco Tuesday, I cooked rice and beans. Was in
you was in there farting.
And I farted. You know what my son said? My son said, "Ew, mama, you farted." He's not. I'm not disciplining him.
So you want your son to be with a stank booty woman?
No, but I've had to fart. I mean,
your son gonna be sitting there with a woman tossing.
If your girl can't fart, or if
he
your
traumatized too. See, that's
so
two. That's both traumas. That's two traumas.
So your wife ain't no fart around you.
She has, but she has a tendency to try to
not do it
in front of me at all.
I mean, well, I guess
see, you need to see that. That's that fake alpha shit. I'm just gonna fart when I get ready to. I don't give a damn. I ate some motherfucking
and so
tacos, nigga.
Honestly,
shut the fuck up.
Well, listen, I fart a lot more openly with my son than when I'm with a man. But with my son, I feel like I should be able to be myself.
When you get your husband, you
see,
gonna
but
be farting.
The thing about it is that I even try to do it. If I gotta pass gas, I'm walking away.
Man,
I like to do silent farts. But with my son, I don't make
alpha male farting from their woman, man.
Hey, I can't control the sound of it, but
no, seriously, I do silent farts more so around boyfriends, but with my son,
when you get your husband,
fart.
You gonna let it go because you gonna feel free.
I'm me. I shouldn't be able to be free.
Nah,
hey, and
not alpha.
It's not.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's not alpha.
So how is it?
That's not alpha.
You just think you can walk around and start farting. Your son hearing this farting.
See, but the thing is, so like you gotta prepare yourself.
That's right, man.
So you gotta prepare. Right. You gotta prepare yourself and your son. So like if you washing dishes, let's say you washing dishes, and your man want to walk up behind you and just grab you around your waist.
I'm not gonna fart on him then, but like if we're in the bed watching a movie and I'm comfortable, I'm gonna
fart.
No,
you get your ass up. What the hell?
Who's to say you gonna know
farting
you coming?
Under the covers and shit. That's nasty.
See, you sound like the type that's gonna put the cover over his head and hold that bitch Dutch up.
I wouldn't do that, but I definitely will fart in the cover and won't.
No,
and then if you smell it,
that's not alpha.
That's
how is that alpha?
Depending on how funky it is, I might even play
alpha though.
Because that's what males do.
No, you're not the alpha female that you carry yourself like a lady. What the hell?
Here's the thing.
So that's not carrying myself like a lady because I believe in fart, and I feel like you should be able to fart.
I feel like you should be able to fart, but here's the alpha part. Here's how you become alpha. Before he even realizes what happens, excuse me.
Who says I don't say excuse me?
You.
I'm just saying I might fart though, you know.
Hey.
Like I don't care. I'm not saying it's a thing.
I'm not saying it's a problem to let it rip.
Farts. You better love me so much after I fart and you feel like the wind is clear. Put your face in this ass and be like, girl, I love them little stink ass farts. You my baby. Kiss these booty cheeks. I need real love around here.
Real love, but no, like yeah. I'm not saying it's not alpha to fart because you got to let it out. But
I'm a fart. I can't lie. I'm a farter.
Somebody said when they say you get the pink eye like that, just farting up under the cover.
You get the pink. You get the pink eye from farting on somebody's pillow.
Oh,
yeah. I'm about to say I think I got to be directly on the pillow where they put.
Yeah, you got to put your raw behind on somebody's pillow and fart.
You need to stop that fart. You need to overcome that farting over your son. You need to pay for deliverance.
But see, that's the difference between now. That's one of the differences between nowadays parenting and old school parenting.
Thank you.
Like I never heard
now
in my life.
Preaching macaroni, Tony.
I never heard my grandma fart a day in my life.
Tony, you ain't told me you gonna come here preaching.
Hey man.
You did not tell you that.
Well,
though.
I guess I'm a new school.
You didn't say that.
No,
Tony
listen.
preaching tonight, y'all.
I knew a lady, right? And she used to tell me how one day she got sick. Like, I promise you, I met her like I was 10. She probably telling me the story like 13, 14, right? So she was telling me how she was with this man and she loved him so much that she wouldn't fart or boo boo or nothing. Like, if she did, she would wait till after he left and was gone for a numerous amount of time before.
That sounds like an alpha female,
right? And she was telling me how bad that messed up her stomach and how she wanted to be loved.
No, I don't care about you boo booing. You handle your business. I'm not worrying about what you're doing in the bathroom. Handle your business. Turn on your loudspeaker. Do you in the bathroom? I'm not worrying about what a woman do in the bathroom
at all.
But you open up your butt cheeks and farting in the bed, and you farting in front of your son. He gonna accept
you. So that's like saying your woman sleep and she's farting on you while you trying to like lay your dick on her. You gonna be mad at her if she's sleeping?
She fart on me. That's disrespectful.
So she's supposed to wake up.
That's one step from shitting on me. Huh?
She sleep though.
Oh, she farted in her sleep?
Yeah, if she farted in her sleep, that's alpha.
Oh nah, your booty loose. I gotta go.
That's alpha.
Keep your butt tight, baby.
So J.Doug, you telling me that when you say good night to your wife or your spouse, you gonna be like, good night, sleep tight, keep your butthole tight?
Yes, that's what you gonna say.
What
you think sleep tight mean, nigga? How you sleep tight?
This nigga, good night, sleep tight, keep your butthole tight.
How you sleep tight?
Oh,
that's what people talking about, man.
Hey man, if you sleep, do your thing.
What you talking about?
Man,
when somebody tell you keep tight, that means keep your shit tight. Don't be sitting here farting and carrying on.
Man.
And that gas is dangerous. Be real talk. I don't go in public bathrooms. If I smell somebody in there shit, I'm not gonna be breathing in that shit.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you.
Y'all got the audience crying. They talking about you got my stomach hurting. I'm crying.
I'm not gonna be breathing in that shit. That's toxins. That's feces. That's
matter. So when you fart, you getting up. You're not farting under the covers.
No, a man do what he do. Man been working hard.
Hey,
he been handling business.
I'm gonna tell you. As a woman, I'm farting too. Baby.
I'm gonna tell you.
Fart, I'm farting. If you ain't getting up, I ain't getting anything.
Oh damn, that's not alpha. That's not an alpha female.
Here's the alpha part of me. Here's the alpha part of me. I walk into another room. I walk into the bathroom. I walk in the garage to where.
Don't do that.
Hey man. Hey man,
you paying all them bills.
Hey,
you got your ass going outside like a dog.
The thing
take a fart.
The thing about it is,
that nigga be walking around the house with a fart. That nigga be walking around the house with a fart bag. That nigga be like, oh yeah, I got a. That nigga fart in the bag. You take it out.
I think about my daughter. I think about my daughter and how I'm raising her. I don't have a son yet, so I'm thinking about my daughter and how I'm raising her, and she likes to imitate what I do, and because I know she's imitating me, I walk out. Daddy, where you going? Daddy has to go past gas.
For me, that proves what J.Doug said. A man should be able to do what he want to do. So I teach my son.
No, that proves what I'm saying. A man need to be in the house so he can lead the way in the right way. I don't want to see no women just trying.
Guess what? I fart in front of my son because I want my son to know he can fart, and he do. He lets it rip.
Oh no, because he don't want he gonna be farting in a women way. He gonna be sitting there having no women poop.
Legit.
No,
I never heard my mom fart until I was 18, dog.
Well, I'm farting.
That was a slip up.
And it was a slip up because we was in the car.
She probably said, fuck, this nigga 18, go smell this ass now.
We was in the car together.
She might have been
I can't. You need a timeout right now, Doug. I can't deal with
Why are we talking about fart? This
because
is so funny
it's the differences in the parenting.
Well, background told you brought it, so that's so funny.
The difference is the difference in kids.
This how we got on this, everybody, because you know we just don't know silly shit. Because people just tap in, like, you need to talk about his farting.
So here's the thing: we're talking about the differences in kids and parenting nowadays versus current day.
You said your people were so serious.
My parents were so strict to where I couldn't say fart. It's certain things I couldn't say around my parents. I had to say pass gas. Excuse me, I passed gas around my parents.
Now I said that was a trauma.
And honestly, I have a daughter now, so it helps.
And you passing that same thing over to your daughter.
And he was saying how he tell his daughter pass
and
gas.
And it really comes from Nisha.
Son.
She say she don't give a fuck. She passed gas for her son. She said she getting tacos, extra salsa, extra queso cheese.
I was telling the story about how last Tuesday we had Taco Tuesday and mommy was farting all over the place. And my son was
sour
like,
cream,
Mommy, you're farting.
She eating sour cream knowing she lactose intolerant and just farting it up.
With the jalapenos on top.
The thing about that is all humans are lactose intolerant to a certain degree.
I don't know, but
damn.
But
we can't go by you because you weren't allowed to fart.
That's another.
I was allowed. Probably got a 1996 fart in you right now.
Nah, man, not at all. But funny. To the next topic.
No,
actually, let's get to some
comments.
comments.
I was about to say, before we leave, let's just say that I'm more so for some of the old school routines when it comes to parenting, because I just feel like kids are just too expressive. Like something's happened where they be like, oh, let kids express themselves. Kids are too motherfucking opinionated. Kids have their opportunity to be opinionated when they're children. They need to be children. They could maybe tell you how they feel about something or whatever, but it needs to be to where that shit is like, okay, cool, but this is law and you can respect that and go with it, even if after you express yourself or whatever. But I also do agree with some new parenting ways, just like as far as chastising a child. Like for me, beatings don't work for my kid. I mean, maybe sometimes, but for more so, I have to show him emotionally. Like he loves candy. So I'll go buy like $40 worth of candy, his favorite kind, and then take it from him and eat it in his face, throw it out the window, whatever it takes.
That's a lot of money on candy. That's not alpha.
That's
not alpha.
Hey, whatever it takes to get through to you that this is not how you can conduct yourself. And we do what we do, and it's not a lot of things that can get him. So
one of the things that I've implemented that my parents never implemented is when we're in the moment, just do what I say, because it could be life or death.
But that's really big, and do you know kids feel that y'all can get murdered because you couldn't shut the fuck up, and because
my mom always used to taught me that.
See, but the thing is, and I explained to her, when we're in the moment, I need you to do what I say and listen the first time. And then a few minutes later, 5-10 minutes, whenever the situation is over, I come back to her. I make it a conscious effort to go back to her. How are you feeling when I said XYZ? What did that make you feel? Because that's why we have all these underdeveloped tender dick people in the world nowadays, because they don't know how to express themselves. They don't know. They were raised, shut up, do what I say, your opinion don't matter. And that's not I'm not trying to raise another person like that in the world.
Well, I think that's a wonderful strategy you have. As a matter of fact, I'm going to now add that to my parenting playbook, because maybe that's something we need to do. But my son is still in the phase where I can say something in the moment. It don't have to be in the moment. It could be in the moment, out the moment. And if my son wants to be combative or uncomply or not listen, he is going to act on that. And it's always like a challenge to get the redirection into instill in him that, okay, I get that you have this opinion, but this is what I'm saying. So I don't know. I guess it's a fickle line.
Yeah,
depending on the child, because my child's a Taurus. And he's straight up bull all day long, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
And it just comes with time. Like, legitimately, like my daughter didn't actually understand that sometimes when I say, hey, I need you to stop moving, I need you to stop. Yeah, it had to train her.
Miss Baker put something on the table. She said the elders and the clears are so close in age nowadays.
You
right about that.
You're very right.
And then you got motherfuckers that's old nowadays, Miss Baker, and trying to be young.
Oh,
trying to be their kids' friends.
See, back in the day, I'm like, yo, the people that I thought were like 40 and 50, I'm just finding out back in the day, them niggas were like 23.
Right.
But they was mature and they was acting like they was 40 and 50.
They carried themselves a certain way.
You got niggas acting like they, including myself. I'm on young nigga time. People know that about me.
Come on.
No, we talking about these grandmas and grandpas and stuff, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, the uncles is the uncles. You probably an uncle or something.
But you know, a lot of people, like our parents, they had, like my mom and my dad had me when they were 19. So, you know, I'm thinking like, yo, when I would turn older, they was like already, what, 36 when I turned 18 or whatever.
Something like that.
That's still young and fly.
19.
I mean, that is still
38.
young and fly, but that's still a reasonable amount of time to be able to assure you a mature mindset.
Nah, cause they see Diddy and them out here 40 and 50 still jiggy.
I think we all went wrong. I think we all went wrong when I guess it was either Jaheim or Life Jennings was like 40 is the new 30. Hell nah, 40 is the same old 40 it's always been. Your ass old and you need to sit down somewhere and raise some kids.
I mean, okay, so I don't feel like at 30 and 40 you should be setting poor examples for the children, any of the children. But I do feel like if the children are squared away, situated, gone, however, you should be able to go out and still live your life. Just because you get older doesn't mean you can't have a life. But there's still levels to this. You don't have to go out and have a life at you're 19 years old. You can be 37 and be 37 out in the club having drinks.
The crazy part about it is that the old generation, there was just certain things that they wouldn't do in front of us. And at a certain point in time, it was time for kids to go where kids are supposed to be. I don't necessarily agree with that.
Now, see, I like that too, because all this now, smoking in front of the kids, drinking in front of the kids don't got no specific room they supposed to be in. They just running all over the motherfucking house.
See, here's the
all
thing.
in grown folks' face.
Exactly.
I don't like that type of shit.
Yeah, I don't like that either. And that's what goes back to being in the child's place.
But that's the thing. I'm from the old school. See, for my generations, they used to threaten, if you got into grown folks' conversation, they used to threaten to spit in your mouth.
I don't know what school that was from.
Yeah, they didn't do it, but they used to say, boy, when I was young and we talked with grown folk, were talking business, they'll spit in your damn mouth.
I remember getting beat.
I remember getting stuff in
I came up in the pop you in your damn mouth.
Yeah,
if you got into grown folk conversation, you just was a kid and you put your 2 cents in, just everybody kids eavesdropping.
No, I got soap in my mouth. I got that gold bottle of
act like you got some sense.
Oh yeah, nah.
And you saying something as a child, motherfucker gonna pop you in. What you say?
I done had
but you don't got that no more. I don't see no kids getting. That's what I agree with. Full ass whoopings, no. But that old school, like, yo, keeping kids the hell up out of motherfucking face.
See, but I think that it's a time and a space for everything. So if it's a time for you to be an adult, hang out with adults, you should have your kids squared away. Whether it be they being in their bed by themselves with an iPad or TV, or whether it be with a babysitter, godparent, whatever. But I don't agree with what I don't agree with is having all them kids in a certain area without any type of supervision.
Now I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that either.
Say why I gotta be old.
We're not calling you old.
My mom in the profile picture. I'm 39.
We calling you seasoned, Miss Baker. We're not calling you old. We calling you seasoned.
Old, but
also,
Miss Brown.
Also, when it comes to the kids, I don't feel like
you ain't just blossom
for single parents, because it doesn't even have to be just a single mother. If you don't have a situation to where your kid can always get away from you, your child should still understand. If I'm in my room and I'm talking to mommy friend, you need to be in the living room on the couch. You know, if y'all in there kicking it, smoking or whatever, cool. But the child need to be over here because I'm still a woman at the end of the day. My son can't sit up under me and my homegirl while our titties halfway out and we drinking and kicking the shoot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because girls, we like to be free. We a little naked.
Hey. It depends on the context where you see, but around.
It doesn't matter how your kid is squared away as long as they are squared away.
Yeah, but I just
now, if your son around and you like, yo, son, come on here and suck on the girl titties. What you supposed to, then that's different. But
no.
Yeah, but no, like that whole.
No, he could be like I think that my son has showed me he's attracted to a lady. I think he likes light skin and chocolate women, to be honest. I never even seen him like a brown skin girl so far. But the point about it is, you know, he showed me. He done went and peed and I'm like, oh, son. He'll smile at her, or, you know, maybe he done groped her or something. And I have to stop him and train him that you don't grope.
But that's what I would say about the women that I raised around, all women. But they wasn't under us. They didn't let me be gay and all up under them. When they used to bring their little homegirls around, like, yo, Trey, this your girlfriend? They used to always put a girl on me, a grown ass woman. I was a little boy with grown ass woman girlfriends. I didn't know what it mean. But they always think,
well, people can call him their girlfriends, but they're not his girlfriends. They can call him their girlfriends.
I think that whole term needs to be done with. That's how we end up with the pedophiles and stuff like that.
What's that?
Grown women saying, "Oh, you my boyfriend." That's how you.
I mean, back in them days,
that's grooming.
It was innocent back in them days. Now, like I was saying before the show, you got so many weird motherfuckers nowadays. Ain't nothing innocent.
Exactly.
You gotta watch everything.
So that's all I was.
Now, motherfuckers say something. You gotta. What you mean by that though?
What you mean? What you mean? That's your girlfriend.
I feel you that. I feel you on that. You got to watch.
Hey, I'm telling you.
I'm fortunate. I don't deal with all that. The money might have a couple of girlfriends, but at the end of the day, I don't give a damn. She my girlfriend right now. Take your ass over there. Watch Tom and Jerry. Get your blocks.
Have them squared away. That's all that matters. Like what I disagree with is having a whole bunch of kids in an area that's unsupervised.
Yeah, I don't
because
like that.
What happens?
Kids get into too much.
Kids get into too much, and they be too grown too early.
That's actually also productive. So let's say it's a room full of cousins, right? I'm not even being funny. It could be a room full of cousins. Certain cousins might be too soft. Certain cousins might be dumb. Certain cousins might know how to rank. Certain cousins might know how to fight. If you put them in
certain cousins might be too grown.
I mean, hey, but sometimes
how you go about that?
Because of the simple fact that that's how situations and molestation happens.
How you go about that though as a father?
As a father, my daughter only has one cousin that's her age at this point, and honestly, at all times they pretty much supervise.
I like that.
So because of the simple fact that I don't ever. One of my goals as a father is to make sure that under my watch, while I'm in the vicinity, that doesn't happen, regardless of what I'm doing. So if I know my siblings are coming over and we finna kick it or whatever, we chilling, I'm not drinking, I'm not smoking, none of that, as long as my daughter and my nephew are in the house.
Well, I'm not singling anybody's parent out, and shout out to you, Mr. Wonderful. But over here,
damn, the sarcasm.
Come on, alpha female.
That wasn't alpha. That wasn't alpha.
Female.
You
sitting right here farting and shit.
That wasn't alpha.
You know, Tony, you're so politically correct, and I'm not knocking you or whatever. I'm just saying you're like really disciplined. That's cool. Shout out to you. But over here, I can say that from family events onto my own. In my family, we have primary boys. Like there's maybe about 5 or 6 girls, and for the most part, the girls kind of come around us or whatever. But everybody else, even the girls might want to go play sometimes, but they do always come out because the boys are rough. But when it's all the boys and their cousins, we're not worried about molestation, honestly, because nobody's like trained their kid in that manner. We all talk to our kids. Our kids are not even fucked up or damaged or suffering like that. So we got to worry about them trying to penetrate one of the other cousins. And also, like I said, some of the cousins maybe need to learn how to rank, learn how to fight. And
do all that in front of me.
Social development and interaction, and you can. But I'm just saying, I can't I done sent my baby going up there with your cousins. You know, while we out here playing spades and cooking crowds, waiting on all the kids to come down and have crowds.
Amazing.
Hey man, it's.
But if it's girls and boys, I really am a lot more on top of it. But if it's just the boys, hell no. Or if it's just the girls, no, y'all gonna know. Now I listen to them now. I can hear real good. I listen to them. But
y'all have more topics today?
The last one.
Y'all have another one?
Oh yeah, we just have one more.
All right, get into that because we at 2 hours.
Ooh,
yeah, we at 2.
Time flies. This been a good conversation
with us, so yeah, we'll keep it going as long as people still fucking with us.
Protective parenting versus homicidal parenting. You brought this to my attention, so I'm gonna let you talk about
it. Y'all kind of been talking about that a little bit, though.
Yes.
Let's put a button on it.
There was a clip that we sent over. Maybe you could pull on the screen, and basically, there's a father who. He has no rhyme or reason as of right now. Nothing has been said, but he shot his 5-year-old daughter, injured his 8-year-old son. Then there's a video that we have of a dad who gets on the school bus because they fucking with his baby so much that he let them know, y'all keep fucking with my baby, I'm gonna flip this whole motherfucking bus over. Y'all a whole bunch of instigators and y'all messy about my child, I'm gonna whoop your ass. So I guess I brought it to the attention because for the last couple weeks we keep talking about like a tender dick male. What's a man? You know, is black love real? What's attainable? But I think this just goes back to it all because a man is supposed to be the basis. Y'all say this episode he's the prize, and I say women are superior, but y'all say he's the prize, right? So if he's the prize, how are we in a situation where there's opportunity for both men to be fathers and there's 2 very different outcomes? You know, what do we need to do to get our black men back to where more fathers are hopping on the bus versus popping their kids? Because again, this is not the first story where a man is.
That's the video where I saw the guy was hopping on the bus to fight somebody.
Yeah, he was snapping about his child.
He was just correcting the kids about his daughter.
No, he wasn't correcting. He let them know, y'all keep playing with my daughter, I'm gonna smack y'all ass. So he did.
So he didn't physically do anything. So he was offering correction.
He damn sure jumped up like he was ready to do something.
Of course, but that's the intensity to let you know I'm playing.
No, the little girl jumped at him and then he jumped back.
We
got the video. I got
the video was right there.
Show the video.
The video didn't show anybody jumping.
Look,
besides the daughter.
I watched it.
Me too.
Look it up. Look.
I'm gonna look at the video. I ain't seen it. I saw it on the headline, but I haven't.
So we're pulling up the video of the dad hopping on the burst first.
On the word? Yeah, that alcohol hit.
The burst.
No, this ghetto. No, sir. Nah. I'm gonna let the video. I'm gonna tell you back from what I see right now. This is ghetto mess, Nisha. Number one, you go talk to the parent. Now he was talking to the father a mother like that, I agree. But what I'm seeing right now,
I never said he was correcting his actions. I said we have two different parenting styles. We have a man that's so overprotective that he's hopping on a bus ready to attack children about his a child. Okay. And then we have a situation to where a father, yet again, another.
That's not no father. That's not no father though. That's a mother. If he acting like that, that's a mama.
Okay.
I'll have to respectfully agree to disagree.
I'm not saying that's not wrong because mommy are protective over their babies like that.
Let me hear. But if he acting like that in this situation, this is not how a man would act in this situation to another child. You would talk to the mother, or you would pull that child to the side, and you would be a father to that child too, and say, "Yo, you don't put your hands on my daughter. You talk to her." You reason with the child, but what he's doing is
he's definitely in his feminine energy.
Some old, I'm finna get you sucker.
I never said that he wasn't. No, what I said is that he's protecting his child. No matter if he's doing the appropriate way or the incorrect way, this is his form and reason and logic of going and protecting his child because somebody's bothering her.
All right, here we go. We're gonna play it, then we'll talk about it.
Bitch, you touch my daughter. Bitch, you touch my daughter again. You gonna have to get your mama, your daddy, your uncle.
No. About his baby. Period.
Yes. And what type of woman she gonna be?
That's not
an alpha woman.
That is not an alpha woman, y'all. Don't listen to
Doug.
Doug. He funny.
So they snapping, but no, they don't even know the whole story.
That's what I'm saying. This is not the right way. That's not no father. That's a mother. Hey. That's what raised beta children and beta women that y'all call alpha women. So, but not the real alpha.
So
women.
I'm gonna tell you,
this is crazy.
From my standpoint, like he was definitely operating in his feminine energy.
I'm surprised they went on the bus farting and shit.
Hey,
you know what, Doug? It's a lot of shade tonight, and I'm not going to take it anymore. Okay.
So I think from a male standpoint, the first thing you should have done was talk to the bus driver, ask them, or talk to the bus company to ask them to pull the tapes. Because if it happened on the bus, they got tapes. Mm-hmm. They can't tell the camera's not broke. They got tapes. So you find out what happens. Then I feel like what J.Doug said, you're supposed to approach the adult in the situation. And he calling the girl a bitch
on the bus, calling the chill a bitch.
Y'all depicting how he went about doing the situation because you're saying that he act like a mom. Which
somebody
is cool.
said that was not feminine energy.
But what I'm saying is,
I wouldn't say that wasn't feminine energy. That was just weak behavior. Because a woman, you ain't even no real woman if you carry yourself like that with a child.
You're not, but at the same time, it's not about how, in my opinion, I'm not addressing how he decided to attack the situation. Mm-hmm. I'm addressing the fact that he's even willing to.
No, that's a bad father because he's not setting a good example.
That's in your opinion, not
no. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. That's not a good example of how to handle the situation.
See, because of the simple fact that now all the kids that's on that bus have been traumatized. And the men that are on that bus,
badass kids ain't traumatized. Look how they was talking to the story. Them badass
everybody kid. That's why I don't see my kids with them, the other kid, because you lump them in with everybody else. That could be my kid on the bus who ain't been traumatized. I'm trying my hardest to be decent.
Exactly.
But the people in my community just coming out acting a fool.
Exactly.
And when I want to go be around some white people, you selling out. Why you don't want to subject your children to this mess?
See,
well, the kind of schools I went to, which were on the west side of Jacksonville, Florida, this is what kind of stuff would happen on the bus.
No, I had wrong people came and cussed kids out.
All that.
I had the
now I can see if it was high school, maybe. These is kids.
I can't lie. For me, it went down more in middle school than it did in high school.
I can even see if I probably got in like 18 school.
Fights. High school, I got into one.
But these elementary kids.
Look like elementary kids.
Come on now.
See, and so I think as a parent, as a man, honestly, for me, I'm gonna make sure that I'm at the bus stop when my daughter gets on the bus, so I can formally introduce myself to the bus driver, and I can say, "Good morning. This is this is who I am. If y'all have a problem, y'all feel free to come talk to me." Like I know, and I know that might be overstepping bounds, but I don't care.
No, that's the active way. Because I don't like when the woman come talk some call me. Nah, the man.
But wait, Miss Baker has a point. She said, "Stop labeling bad behavior feminine or female or women mother related."
When men act like that is feminine.
Because
you going with your emotion. I said it's not even feminine because real women don't act like that. I say it's just weak behavior.
Oh shit!
What was that? That was me. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's my shoe. I slid across the floor.
Hey,
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense now.
I'm sorry.
Because we are on the west side.
Oh no. Yeah.
But I feel like he was operating from an emotional state, and I said it. I felt like it was feminine because most dudes do be.
But
in
I don't like that
energy.
label either because, like I say, a real woman shouldn't even act like that. Real woman shouldn't even come on the bus.
But
like
we're
that.
getting away from the truth of the matter is not that he went and conducted himself in a weak way or in a bad energy way. Again, the point and moral of the story is that this father is so protective of his child.
That's not protective.
That is protective
because
somebody's
while he's sitting
there
yelling at somebody else's child, that the father could be right behind him and bust him aside his damn head while he's sitting there running his mouth like a.
But see,
that's
a cause
and
effect. But the protection part comes into play where my daughter is getting off the bus because clearly she had to be getting off the bus, texting him, communicating with him. Daddy, they still messing with me, whatever. About my baby, he showed. How
she acting. Even the little kids on the bus said she was fucking with him, and the way she was acting, ready to fight. Shows me that she's aggressive.
She was the aggressor.
And it's
not about
and
her
that
being
probably
wrong.
just a ghetto ignorant family. I'm not co-signing no shit like that. So, I know for a fact it is.
Okay,
but no.
So it is a ghetto ignorant family. The point about it is, Daddy still showed up for his.
No, he did not show up for his child. But he showed his child how to get to jail for domestic disturbance, domestic violence. That girl gonna do the same thing when she get with a man. She gonna be acting the same ghetto way. She gonna be calling her brother to come beat a man up.
Here's the thing. I will commend the father on trying to protect his daughter. I'll commend him in that particular aspect.
Okay.
However, the way that he handled it was completely out of order. But the opposite of that coin is the Tampa situation, which we sent over to you.
I'm playing one more time so people can see it.
J.Doug just like the drama.
Yeah.
Did you touch my daughter? Did you touch my daughter again? You have to get your mama.
He sound like he a trap daddy, you know? Like he probably still sells sacks and shit.
He got a black in his hand right now, or weed in his hand right now.
Now imagine how he talking home.
And again, I never said the way he went about it is.
But that's not protection. That's what I'm trying to show you.
Because even if he is teaching her ignorance.
No. Protection is showing her how to diffuse situation, how to handle stuff without putting herself in an aggressive situation. Because you never know. I'm gonna get with you. Because you never know when you're gonna meet somebody that's gonna come back with more aggression, more people than you could call. That's more ignorant and ready to really take it there. Now you lose your life thinking you bad, but you done met a badder motherfucker. See, that's not protection. Because you got to show your kid how to live a long life. And if you trying to live a long life, you gonna show okay, boom, boom, boom. Don't let nobody punk you. But as a woman, I'm gonna talk to boom, 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 and you show your daughter that my dad got all that to stop. He ain't caused no drama. He didn't have to roll his neck. He didn't get sassy on the bus.
I feel like you're having a macaroni Tony moment where you're being politically correct all the time.
Here's the thing. So the way that he handled it was completely wrong, but I'll give him credit for trying to be protective.
Showing up for his kids.
He don't get no credit for me.
He showed up for her. Whether he did it wrong or not, he still showed up for her.
He don't get no credit for me.
Because who's to say that
when she grows up, she's going to say that my daddy came about me.
No.
She's going to say my daddy came about me.
I could kick up dust.
So she's going to say my daddy loved me. My daddy put his life on the
line.
My daddy
disagree with you, J.Doug.
Period.
I don't
no
mind.
matter if it's right or wrong.
Agree with me. I'm just telling you.
But I get what you're saying.
Yes.
The proper way to handle it, but the fact that he was still there to even have that interaction.
That's what I'm saying. We not gonna tell he no alpha man. That's his reasonable service to be there.
I'm not saying he's an alpha man at all. I'm saying he's wrong in his actions.
Okay. But you didn't want to give him credit for being there, period.
Because we don't get credit. We don't as men,
Tony,
we don't get credit enough in general for being there.
No, because just being there, you could be creating a worse problem.
And I get that, which I just said.
I don't want you there co-signing the bullshit.
So, but the flip side of that coin is a father in Tampa. We don't know the full story behind it. It just happened maybe a day or so ago, a couple hours ago.
I can put it on the screen with y'all. Yeah. Put it up on your phone, and y'all can read the article.
But the father ended up.
Do you want to read the article?
There's no article under the profile.
Article on the post. No.
I thought it was a video, but it might be.
It's not. It just goes into what happened. It's not really an article. It says father fatally shot his 5-year-old daughter in the head, critically injured the brother soon after their mother kissed them goodnight in what officials called an extremely disturbing domestic incident on Monday. So it was a couple days ago. Emotional Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad, whatever his name is, said the mother was out to dinner and arrived home to give the kids a kiss who were in the bunk beds, a good night kiss or whatever. After doing so, the woman went to the bathroom and suddenly heard gunshots. Assuming the shots were fired outside her home, the woman ran outside and encountered a neighbor who had called 911. That's it. So essentially, the flip side of that coin is you have a father supposedly in the house, or your male figure in the house, who, based off of some of the videos I saw, said that the police said that he said it was an accident, but the daughter was shot 2 to 3 times in the head
and is dead.
Didn't survive.
Guess what? It's the flip side to that, Tony. That same guy who was yelling on that bus, that same emotional nigga, that same nigga gonna do some shit like this in the end.
I don't think so, though.
He gonna make that same emotional decision.
I don't think so.
Because when a nigga feel like that, when he's so on edge like that, when he had to scream like that, when he feel like he finna lose it all, that's how he gonna react.
I feel like what you're looking at is an example.
When he feel like he gonna lose it all, when he feel like somebody gonna hurt his son, I hurt his daughter, he act like that. When he feel like he gonna lose his daughter, he gonna hurt everybody.
No, I feel like what you see an example of maybe an emotional person who was not trained on how to love properly, but loves, and is just showing how they know how to love. And then I feel like you see an emotional man who's damaged, who has real baggage and has been suffering for a long time, whether people acknowledge it or not. Because I'm just trying to figure out, why is it becoming such a common thing for our black men in America today to feel like they can harm their children, especially when it's in a situation where they have the same spouse, the same mom, same dad, and they're harming and shooting these kids. This is not the same. This is not the only time this has happened. It's been happening back to back.
It happened here.
It's been happening a lot. I will give you that. Yeah. That will have been happening a lot. I think we should save that for next show, though. That is a good topic, though. We can't go all night.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
that's a good topic.
We'll pick back up on that. But all of my emotional men out there, I just ask that you pray first, love yourself, love the Lord, and find your peace within the Lord and yourself. A woman, and even children with a woman, could not fulfill you. It cannot make you happy.
And also, you probably just need to just sit back
and knock one out.
Listen to a little Jay Leary.
Just knock one out.
Jack your dick right fast before you decide to pull that trigger.
Yeah.
I want to churn.
You might just need a little patience.
Yeah. Just knock one out real quick before you make any emotional decisions.
All right, real quick, Tony, go ahead and run through you got a couple flyers you want to get on.
Friday we at the Atlantis Lounge, 926 Arlington Road. First Fridays or Friday night vibes with the band Pressure DJ cutting up. Me, I'm hosting, doing some comedy stuff. Hey, 926 Arlington Road, the Atlantis Lounge, over there by the roses and the rainbow that's over there. And then Tuesdays, I'm sitting in the same spot, Tabletop Tuesday, each and every Tuesday night. Me cutting up, Mike Wan, and a plethora of others. Dope game night, number one game night in the city, number one game night in Northeast Florida. Come vibe with your boy.
Right.
Fridays or Tuesdays.
Right. I will be there this Tuesday to accompany my co-host Macaroni Tony, so check us out. And as always, y'all, September 17th is around the corner. Major Flavors. September 17th is around the corner. Major Flavors and CJ the I'm sorry.
The trainer.
It's
Them hit drinks.
It's the Hennessy, y'all. Forgive me. CJ the trainer will be presenting Sip and Twerk. So
Sipping
y'all
what?
Sip and Twerk, honey. So come get your city boy on and pop them booty cheeks. We got a routine for you.
Oh no, that's not pop that booty.
Well, whatever you want to pop, but come pop it, okay? Come pop it clean and fresh with us. The Major Way, Major Flavors. Y'all check me out.
Nah, it gotta be clean and fresh. Nah, just come pop it. Cause she probably gonna be in there
clean and
farting.
fresh. I cannot
all
stand
the alpha women in that bit.
She gonna be up in she farting there. That's on y'all.
Man, I forgot one.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
My bad.
Go ahead.
I forgot one. Young Men's Breakfast, December the 10th. Me and a plethora of others. It's a free event for those that are young, 9 to 18. You got to register on Eventbrite. The link is on the screen, or the flyers on the screen. Whatever.
Yes, I support that event. Please get your young Black men out there. If they need an additional mentor, somebody strong, a positive role model, please let them come out to that brunch. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And shout out to all y'all that are doing it.
And then what you were saying,
brunch, kombucha cat pop with CJ the trainer.
Well, CJ the trainer is on September the 17th. Hopefully, we'll be able to bring you back. But right now, September the 17th, go to eventbrite.com. Keywords to search, Sip and Twerk. Get y'all tickets. Come out and shake it with me, honey. And also, don't forget, I'm at 1121 University Boulevard Fat Cats Comedy Club. It's Labor Day weekend, y'all. We got some of the best talent in the city that's going to be out. Pull up, get your drink on, and come get your laugh on with us, period.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to be in the building before my show.
Right, he definitely is on the flyer, so he's supposed to be in the building, okay? Also, guys, Major Flavors is accepting bookings from now until the end of the year. We are booking up, so get your bookings in. Hit me up, call me, DM me, instant message me. Great rates, great price, better drinks. Because what? Make it major. I got your flavor, period.
Hey, 23 is coming, so you probably want to start booking for that, too.
Is.
All right, and appreciate the Live and On Point Network. No Aura verse tomorrow. Aura is taking a quick hiatus, but I got some other stuff to do, so we may not be doing no programming tomorrow. But Wendy, she will be holding it down Friday.
Shout out Wendy.
And shout out again to all those people who hate my guts, but is sitting in a quiet place listening to my show. You are obsessed and sick.
Shout out to everybody over there at the Ranters Union 6ix9ine show.
Shout out Ranters Union.
Interrupted. Go over there to the YouTube channel. You can find all our content there. You can find other content there. They doing their thing on the Ranters Union. Salute the Steph Got Jokes.
Yeah, shout out to
on
Steph.
The road.
Come on, doing your thing.
Still pulling in that work. Shout out to that boy Steph, the Ranters Union, everybody. J.Logic.
Logic.
Shout out.
And San Sebastian is the single that J Lyric is pushing right now. It's not out. But we do want to get your mind right and let you know it's on the way. So make sure you
get your pre-orders.
Holler at J Lyric on his account. He gotta hit me with the link, but get your
I
pre-order.
I gotta get me a video girl spot with J Lyric. Some red lipstick and some long hair.
And y'all already know I'm not in my studio for the Live and On Point. We in the Ranters Union studio, so I don't have all our advertisements. So sorry to all the team, but salute to DJ Rashawn. He's accepting bookings right now. And
shout out to him.
Recess with Miss Piggy. Oh yeah, DJ Rashawn do have a poetry night that he DJing too at Indigo Lounge. I have to get that flyer and download it, so we'll get that on the program.
We'll have it for you next week.
And for here on out. Other than that, man, y'all already know Intimate Conversation popped off yesterday. That's available. Monday night prime time popped off. That's available. Salute to Herman. Salute to T. Nicole, Don.
Salute.
Make sure you tap in on the Instagram, on point J.Doug.
Right.
You can catch all the reels. The reels going crazy on YouTube.
Hopefully I can get one day.
Yeah, we'll see. You got to
get your shine up.
Give it, but Nisha over there
jumping out the window for R. Kelly.
Yeah, she got one video almost. She at a 7,000.
7,000
with a
trying
whole
to get
bunch
like
of
you, my boy.
likes. Yeah, I'm like, dang, Nisha on there. But salute to T. Nicole. She got a lot of videos on my page.
Shout out to T. Nicole.
That's thousands of views. So yeah,
shout out to Nicole and J Lyric and all them.
We stretching our promotion, man. We just not one place. You can find us everywhere: YouTube, Instagram. We
Facebook.
Just spreading our wings. Salute to everybody that's supporting it.
Thank y'all.
Support more. Don't hate. Support.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell a
friend. And tune in, y'all.
And then we locked in with the city, so we got a lot of stuff we planning. So just stay tuned. Not gonna talk your head off because we had an amazing show, amazing conversation, and it was the first show. Ian and
Nisha, Major Flavors.
Yeah, they programmed and got it ready, got all the topics and prep. So they did a great job. It was very interesting.
Shout out to the viewers in the comments.
Good conversation and the
thank y'all for participating.
That was watching. I could tell that was a good conversation because people was engaged. Yeah, and that's what we look for, engagement. We ain't so much looking at it. If everybody looking, it ain't gonna happen like that. But we looking, okay, is the conversation impacting the people that is watching? Because we're not trying to get all the people, we're trying to get to the right people.
And if you thought this was a great conversation, I want you to share it on your page, get a like and comment in, and we're gonna be back next Wednesday.
Yes,
you know it.
Yes, and we just we still in the building stages, but as we grow, you're gonna see the content get better and better. So we appreciate all the support. We're gonna end it off with some J Lyric, and we rolling, man. Appreciate y'all, Nisha, and
we out,
man.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Hasta la pasta on Macaroni Tony.
Hasta la pasta. I like that.
Always got a new saying.
Hey,
this nigga must work on this shit all week.
Hell yes.
Damn.
Hasta la pasta. I like that.
I'm working on a character, dog.
See what I'm working. Oh, I got them all up. Hey, what I'm working on.